for posterity. Okay. That's just going to record now. I can close that. Okay, so if you will all turn your attention to the page I sent via Messenger, Facebook Messenger. This was a while ago. I might need to resend it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It was like a week ago, but yeah.
Okay, let's see. Scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. Here it is. Okay. Share. Resend to Wilberhaven. All right, that's sent.
Oh, I love that picture.
Thank you. Drawn by yours truly.
Oh, nice.
And then I will send one example of a character sheet. Hope you guys have pencil and paper nearby.
That's not a thing I do.
I can.
Or if you would like to try to type all this out, that works as well. Whatever you want to do.
Is this a 2d6 system, right?
Yes, 2d6. Oh, actually, XD6. Just
it's a
so
dice
many
pool. Okay.
Yeah, so many D6s.
Servo. Got it.
Okay. And then there's an example character sheet.
Jokes.
Also, that picture for Duster McGee there, also drawn by yours truly. I am quite the artiste.
I mean, I think I can tell what it is, so that's phenomenal.
Perfect. Okay.
I don't know if I have pen or paper pad. I'm gonna go on a little adventure.
Yeah, the formatting isn't quite intuitive for typing.
Ooh, I could use my Wild West die.
Yes, you can. I encourage you
Nice.
to. High is bad, low is good.
Well, yeah.
Okay. 6 and 2.
Because-
Looks like I'm using
You
virtual
could always
dice
get
anyway.
7 or 11.
Ah. Real nice.
I don't remember where I got these, but I kept them
Yeah,
in a
I'll be
shot
right back.
glass from Vegas forever, so I think maybe there.
If you have so one issue I've seen with this so far is that for one of the D6s, at least one needs to be of a different color, because if you roll a 6 on an item die, that item breaks. So either rolling individually for items or having a different color for items would be ideal, just so we can keep track of when your items break. So yeah, we'll just wait for Donald to get back after he finds himself some paper. I will be using a dice app on my phone.
Boring.
I know, but I can add different colored dice on there, so it is kind of nice.
You got
So
a fancy dice.
Yeah,
app.
my 2 basic white ones, and then red are for items, black is for skills.
Okay.
It's been working for my solo play testing, because that's not nerdy at all.
I'm gonna use a metal die for items, and then a plastic for skills.
Very nice. So yeah, character creation, super simple. That's over there on the left.
Done.
Perfect. Yeah, ranking those from best to worst. Your best skill is going to get a +2 on the target DC, which is a good thing. Then +1, +0, -1, -2.
Question for you.
Yes.
I thought Snake Eyes was best
Yes. Yeah. So
or lower with the 2d6. So is a +2 bad then?
no. So +2, that adds 2 points to the target DC. So everything as a base target of 7. If you have a +2 in muscle, your target is now 9. You have to roll a 9 or lower.
Okay.
Or lower.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. It's only
Oh.
because I needed Snake Eyes to be good because everybody loves to roll Snake Eyes.
Gotcha. I did not understand that paragraph. A character's best stat increases the target by 2. I was thinking like increases your roll by 2. And I'm like,
No, it increases the target.
Mhm.
the target DC. Okay. That's what I was missing. If you look at my character, he has a -2 to scientificism. So I'm just in character right now.
Perfect.
Y'all.
Doesn't understand the science of
Had
numbers.
so many boxes to look through, but I found a pencil and a piece of
Sweet.
paper. So let's go.
All right, so on creating that character, rank those 5 stats from best to worst. Muscle, how big and muscly, that one speaks for itself. It's strength. Moxie is how well you can shoot usually, but also has to do with quickness. Sometimes has to do with perceiving, but not explicitly. Honestly, when it comes to things that aren't directly related to these 5, I'll give a stat for you to roll that I think works. And if you think of something better, you can try to persuade me.
All right. So should I be rolling right now?
No rolls necessary right now.
Okay.
You just rank those skills best to worst, however you want your character.
I read that now. Okay.
Yeah. In case you can't read that small text under choose 2 skills, if you don't like the skills you see, you can always make your own.
Cool.
And it can be it can be anything. I put high noon in as a skill. That one's pretty vague. Skills can be as vague or as specific as you'd like.
Cool. So did you like make this or something? Like
Yes. Yeah. So I've made this myself. This is my
heck
baby.
yeah.
The iterations it's gone through. It went from something with like 5e with like level ups and hard rules everywhere to stripping it down to this, where it's 1 page, super basic as I can make it. And I'm thinking I really like this better for the setting. It's going to be goofy. It's going to be crazy.
I've been in my spare time designing just a system, not necessarily like a 1-page game or anything, but like a system. And I find I really like a lot of the mechanics in 1-page RPGs or just like the minimalist RPGs. I really like it. I'm currently working on a system that's based on percentages, so you can use any level of dice. So it's a 2x system. So like you could do 2d20 or 2d6, and it doesn't actually matter like the numbers, it's percentage, but that way you can have fun rolling. My wife, when I was like, oh yeah, I really like this 2d6 system, that's what I'm going to do because I like the bell curve of it. And she's like, but I like all the special dice. Okay, let me just scrap that. I'll start over. So I really like getting to see yours with a 2d6 system. That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm excited.
I love the Snake Eyes twist to it though. Chef's kiss.
Yeah, I've always liked in the Uncharted games, some people theorize that your health is actually your luck. I don't know if that's canon or not. But he doesn't, explicitly get shot until you pretty much die. And so it's like, yeah, as you run out of luck, then you finally get that fatal blow. And I feel like luck works with being a cowboy. poker and whatnot. Also
To
leads
make a
to
skill, do you need us to tell you what it is?
yeah, just tell me what it is. So we'll try to
I don't know.
go ahead.
I don't know if this will be helpful or not, because I have no idea what's going on. So I did, just to see how this is going to go, I did scientific whatever first.
Yeah.
As my best skill, and so as choose skills, I made one just science in.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So I don't know if that's going to be helpful, but I'm going to try that on this guy.
I did make one up for my own too. I did tracking.
Very
He's a
helpful.
bounty hunter, so I got horse riding and tracking.
Horse riding. Also, one quick note, Donald, sciencing would not be a good skill. It would actually be sciencing. Anything related to intelligence, you earn your G. So doctoring, sciencing.
Oh, I
anything
didn't
like
even
that.
catch that.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that either.
You need a few more
Nice.
sciencing because there's only doctoring.
Yeah. I haven't been able to think of any.
I was like, typically that's my dump stat. Let me try something on Cowboys of all games. Let's make that my better one.
Would MacGyvering be more Western or more science? A little of both.
Yeah, I would leave that up to the player. If you're a MacGyvering, it's going to be a little bit more of a refined MacGyver. If you're MacGyvering, I mean, you're pulling, gum off the bottom of your shoe to
Lots
make
of
the
duct tape.
explosive. Yeah,
That is actually
Yeah.
a good point because doctoring is one of my things, but he's not a doctor. I'm thinking more like pouring alcohol on the moon kind of thing.
The presence of the G makes all the difference. That's
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah, so let's talk about semantics for the next 10 minutes.
yeah.
Sure, yeah, you can be. Yeah, really. I mean, yeah, you can call it doctoring.
Yeah, his thing is definitely more doctoring rather than doctoring.
Perfect.
He did not go to school for this stuff.
I love the idea that you could do that with almost any of them. Like dancing is ballroom,
Yeah,
elite
it's
dance.
true.
Okay,
Dancing
nice.
is a hoedown.
That's true.
If you're cheating, you're counting the cards. You're using math and statistic. If you're cheating, you just got an ace up your sleeve.
You cheat.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that. Yeah, any
Mhm.
skill can earn its G.
I love that. Oh,
This
that's
is a
fun.
few items. Like, what else should we? How many items should we get?
I've been giving all my example characters 3.
Oh.
Three's a good
But-
base.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be breaking. You're going to be finding more, probably,
Do you
maybe.
consider clothing items to be items?
So I have leather chaps written down as an example
Okay.
item.
Okay.
The
I'll take
items
one
are
of
only there for you to use. If you think an item that you have will be usable at some point, write it down as an item. I don't know what you would use leather chaps for in terms of skill rolling, but hey, it's there to breed creativity.
Breeding, all right.
Yeah, so you can use your leather
Definitely for
chaps with your charm skill.
obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Now, I think I heard something about alien tech breaking or something you were talking to Andrew
Yes.
about.
So if you ever roll a 6 on an item die, so whenever you use an item, you add an extra d6 to your pool. If that d6 is a 6, your item breaks and is just gone.
Cool.
So yeah, we'll get into that. How does stats work? So I'll ask you guys to roll a stat if you to attempt something. You have a target, you have a base target of 7 or lower with your 2d6. And then your best skill will increase that target by 2 points. So for your best skill, your target is now 9. Makes it a lot easier to get 9 or below. I had the percentages memorized at one point because I was poring over this for like a week straight. But it's a pretty good percentage chance more. Yeah, and then your worst stat is going to have a target of 5 or lower. Pretty difficult to hit. If at any time during this game I ask you to roll something and you believe you have a relevant skill and or item, you may try to convince me to let you use it. Whenever you use a stat skill or item, you add a d6 to your pool and you'll roll those. There is no limit to number of dice that can be rolled at once. If you guys can somehow find a way on a very important roll that you need to make to use every item at your disposal, and you end up rolling 15 d6, that's fine. That's fine. It's in the rule. That's fine. Of course, you have to keep track of all those item dice, and you're gonna end up with a lot of broken items. So after that, whenever you attempt to roll and you fail, you will lose a luck point. Everybody starts with 5. Whenever you run out of luck points, you are considered out of luck, and you are 1 failed roll away from dying a horrible, gruesome death. Think that one movie about dying in the West 1,000 times. 1,000 Ways to Die in the West. I think that's what that movie's called. 100 Ways. But yeah, so in the way that you fail your roll will dictate how you die. If you try to lasso a flying saucer that's trying to take away, to take off, you're gonna die because you tried to lasso a flying saucer, you know. And of course, you guys are always welcome to help out in deciding how those deaths go. This is a group game, a group activity. Whenever you roll Snake Eyes, it's 2 ones, you regain all of your luck points. For now, that might change. You might only regain 1 later on, or 2 or 3. But right now, you regain all of them. Yeah, so we'll go through a game of this, and then as we are going, if you guys have any ideas, questions, or notes or anything, write it down, and at the end, we'll discuss what we like, what we don't like, what works, what doesn't work, any ideas, stuff like that. And hopefully after I do this enough times, I'll have a legitimate game, and then I can do nothing with it. I don't know. This is for fun.
Push it to Reddit.
Well,
Yeah.
well,
yeah,
now
I'll
you
post
got
it.
me the idea of lassoing a flying saucer, and I can't think trying to do that now. Like, it sounds awesome.
All you need is a lasso and the lassoing skill. You don't technically need the lassoing skill. Okay. Does everybody have their characters ready and good to go?
Mhm.
Okay.
We weren't supposed. Wait. So now for stats, we weren't supposed to do any rolling or anything like that yet, right?
Yeah, you just rank them best to worst.
Okay.
And
Making sure I
so
understood.
by your best stat, for remembrance sake, go ahead and write a +2, and then your next +1, then 0, -1, -2. Just so it's easy to
Nice.
reference.
And so then, you tell us to make a roll, and we're like, hey, I think whatever sciencing or high nooning fits in this, that will make that easier to roll. Is that what I understand?
Yes, you'll get another d6 to roll at the same time, which will,
Oh, cool.
and you'll just use the lowest 2 numbers there.
If I read that right, yeah. Rules. I see.
Yeah.
I think I'm good.
Okay. Oh, we have a name, Doc McLaren. Nice. So yeah, when referring to me, do not call me the DM. I will not answer. I am either Big Sheriff or the BS,
Mhm.
whichever you prefer.
Of course.
Slim Jim Stoner.
Is
Okay.
the S acceptable
What?
for the B sheriff?
Any variation is fine. The big S is pretty good. Okay. Man, I wish I had you guys here in person so I could have some Western music going on for ambience. So we'll go ahead and start. Dirtwater, a town that has only ever earned half of its name. It's a town of dust and heat and hot wind and tumbleweeds. You are all sitting in the saloon. It's been a quiet day. Those of you who live here in town will know that not much happens around here, although some chickens have been going missing lately. A little less bloody, a little less loud than the coyotes that usually come by to steal them in the night. This has been quiet and one by one. In the saloon, there are a few patrons here. You have a couple playing some variation of poker in the corner, a bartender cleaning a glass with a dirty rag, and the town drunk asleep in another corner. Against the wall, there is an auto playing piano playing ragtime music, which I wish you could all hear right now, as well as the four of you. Who would like to go first?
I will. So yeah, I'm Doc McLaren. I'm kind of a bigger guy. He's known as Doc just because people would come to him to fix him up because they didn't want to pay the doc. So he became known as Doc McLaren. They healed eventually. I wrap him up. The only thing he's known for is fixing people up and his shotgun.
Doc, where are you seated in the bar and are you drinking?
He does. It's interesting actually. Most every time he goes to a bar, he orders a bottle of whiskey. Never drinks it though. He just puts it in his pack, and then gets him a little sarsaparilla.
Very nice.
Love it.
All right, I'll
There you
introduce
go. There
next.
you go.
Yeah.
Jump in. Yeah, my character is Slim Jim the Stoner. He's known that because he's tall and gangly, and he's a bounty hunter that takes people down with a sling and a stone. Most people he don't even kill. He don't even bring out. He's got a 6-shooter, but he don't use it. You got to fear the snap of the sling. Yeah, he is going to be drinking. Yeah, I see him as just a water guy, and he always has a piece of jerky out of the side of his mouth. Like even when he's drinking something, jerky's right here, and he's just drinking it down. In case you're wondering, yeah, it's a Slim Jim.
Yeah, it is a Slim Jim. Perfect.
Jerky. I just
I'm
got
thinking-
okay.
Yeah, the bartender has just finished pouring Slim Jim his second water of the day, despite it being before noon. Wow.
It's thirsty business, bounty hunting.
Indeed.
Huh? Guess I'll go. I'm normal human. So I'm like, if you picture John Joe, this is what this character looks like. So he's a plain old looking, blends in with the crowd, and he's just he's intrigued by the auto playing piano and just kind of watching it do its thing and just trying to figure out how it works.
Yeah, the auto playing piano, a thing in real life in the real Wild West. Someone has just fed it a card, which has the punches in it, which tells it which keys to play. But it's kind of skipping every now and then. Half the keys aren't really in tune, although I'm not sure normal human would maybe notice that. It's an odd music for sure, but it is upbeat and gets your foot tapping.
Rawhide.
One last person.
Rawhide Lester. Don't rightly know if that was my first name or last name to start with. Not Rawhide. That came later. He's kind of a professional layabout drunk. just like a guy who hangs around the town and drinks whatever alcohol he can get a hold of. He wears usually just a set of overalls, and he has a hat somewhere and a bald spot right where he wishes that hat was right now. And he's probably arguing with the bartender. I thought you said you had to throw it out every once in a while. Come on. That's looking pretty old to me. What do you mean it's an aged whiskey? It expired, right?
Now, alcohol don't expire in the same way that milk does. You see, the older it gets, actually, the better it tastes. So really, you should be charged more for it.
All right, you got any really new stuff you want to get rid of then? Really useless. Ain't nobody
Okay.
want that.
All right, I got one for a couple bucks down below. Sorry, it's the Wild West. Couple cents down below.
Maybe I could earn some, shine up your bar a little bit, run off some ruffians, lay about
Oh.
drunks.
Lester,
Lester.
the thing about the drunks, as you call yourself them, is they're kind of my most well-paying customers, Lester. The good drunks, anyways, not ones that like to buy cheap whiskey.
It's the same after enough of it.
The saloon doors suddenly burst open as a man dressed in really poor farming clothes comes in saying, "Hey, help me! They done my chicken!
What about your chicken?
I seen it glowing last night.
I
was
told you I don't do animals. I don't do animals.
Doc, please, you gotta do something for him."
Glowing?
Yeah, he was glowing out in the moonlight.
What'd you feed it?
Nothing unusual. Just regular seed like I usually do. Same as all the other chickens, but they weren't glowing.
Kill the glowing
just the
one?
one chicken?
Yeah, just the one chicken.
Where's it at?
Well, it's back-
Kill it? Did you eat
I
it?
want whatever he's been drinking.
I ain't eating chicken. I mean, I ain't been drinking nothing. All right, my wife cleaned me up real good. All right, I ain't doing none of that moonshine stuff no more. But no, I got that chicken cooped up alone. I ain't gonna eat it. That seems like not a smart idea.
I mean, you cook it up. I wonder if it'd still be like, is it glowing on the inside?
Yeah, could you cook the glow out? Then you should be all right.
Like
I
maybe
ain't-
the feathers are glowing.
I ain't killing my chicken.
What? Oh, you want a glowing pet chicken?
No, I don't want glowing. I just want to find out what's being wrong with it.
That's why you gotta kill it and open it.
Maybe I'll leave that for the doc.
Yeah, let's.
Well, he don't do
I'll-
animals.
I tell you what. Tell you what. I'll look at it. I ain't no promises because like Jim just said, I don't do animals, but I'll give it a look. See, just because your wife's been kind. So just as a favor for you.
All right, thank you, doc.
Well, shoot, I want to see glowing chicken. I'll come too.
I guess since you're
Well,
begging,
Doc-
I'll come look at the chicken too.
Let's go see a glowing chicken. You know,
This
it's a
this
good
weird
day.
stuff. Let's just say
Alright,
it's my
well-
specialty. Let's go take a look at it.
Well, great. The more the merrier. But doc, I'm only paying you regular. You gotta split it with them if you want it.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
What's that? We're getting paid?
What? He says he walks out.
The wily old farmer, who Doc knows as being named Tom, leads you all back to his farm a couple hours outside of town. It's a little shack with a the fence with a new technology called barbed wire rounding the fence. Off in the distance, you can see you are a lot closer to Devil's Canyon, but still within sight of the town as well. He leads you out to the coop and says, "Here are all normal chickens. All right, none of these are glowing. None of these hens are glowing. All right, I tested them out in the moonlight. They ain't glowing or nothing. But there is the one that is glowing. I've got it locked up," and he points. He's basically some chicken wire and just kind of corralled it in one small corner of the fence here. He says, "Now this one's been the one that's been glowing. All right, I saw last night. It was right in the moonlight. It was just glowing green."
All right, we'll have to give it a test because I mean the sun's pretty hot today. So maybe if hey, you got a blanket or something?
Yeah, I got one inside for my bed.
Yeah, why don't you get a blanket just so we can try to cover it, see if it glows.
I didn't think of that. That's a smart idea.
That's what I got me
okay.
down.
Don't get chicken shit on your blanket, but you know.
There already is. He runs off inside.
That's what the wife's for, and they can clean it up.
Any of y'all seen a glowing chicken before?
I've seen weird things. Once we get the blanket, I'm going to take a good look at it.
I've seen that one. It don't look like it's glowing.
That one.
Well, we don't know if this one's glowing yet, but
And he said before, not as right now.
Well, I've seen him before.
Lester, you awake yet?
You
come
seen
right
this
here all
particular
the
chicken
time.
before?
Lester, are you? It ain't even high noon yet. You already drunk?
I am stone cold sober and not happy about it.
Shit, you ain't been sober a day in your life.
It's a relative thing.
Yeah, relative.
Yeah, I have relatives in town. I borrow money from them, and then I'm left sober.
It's a relative thing.
The Tom the farmer comes running back out with a blanket. You do see there is a little chicken shit on it. He hands it to
We're
you.
supposed to clean that up.
Why don't you go and tell her?
All right. Jim makes to go.
No,
walk.
Jim, get.
Tom says your name.
No, that won't be necessary, Jim.
He just turns around with a big old
Filler.
grin on his
Oh,
shit-eating
yeah.
grin on his face, like I just fucking with you.
Down there, give me a dang heart attack.
All right. Well, let's check out this glowing chicken then. Because your blanket's so nasty. Who wants to put the blanket over the chicken?
I'll do it. I'll take a quick look. See, why not?
Oh, by the way, I ain't seen your face before. What's your name?
Normal
Normal what?
human.
I don't even know. Once.
Ooh.
That's his last name though.
Do you know Annabelle? Annabelle Human? She lives out a little further west.
Wait.
Yeah,
Annabelle Human? Wait.
Yeah, she came back into town just the other
Yeah,
day.
just was it last week?
I
Annabelle,
believe.
Yeah, I
you
knew
Annabelle's
that.
brother. Okay.
I can see the
Yeah,
resemblance.
Nice to meet you, Normal.
Yep.
Nice to meet you,
Not-
Normal.
Thanks, Doc. Also, I'm gonna get that blanket and
Okay,
then
Are they Mexican names or something? I never heard nobody call it that.
The chicken is going to try to resist. I'll give you a choice of muscle or moxie here. Quick or strong?
Moxie.
Moxie, all right.
So I'm rolling a D6, right?
2d6s.
Oh, yes.
2d6.
2d6s. You want low numbers. What is your moxie bonus?
It's my second. It's a +1. Well, I got a 6 and a 4.
So that is a 10. That is a
Yeah,
failure.
that's a 10.
So go ahead and mark that failure. Cross out one of your luck points there.
Oh, yeah. How much do we start with?
You start with 5. So yeah, you guys see normal human kind of walk over the chicken wire, grab the blanket and try to wrestle the chicken, but it's too quick and it's dodging, it's pecking at you.
Ain't you never wrestled a chicken before?
You come grab the chicken. I'll put the blanket on it.
Oh, I'll come grab that chicken.
They must not do that down in Mexico.
Would you believe chicken wrestling is actually one of the skills of? No.
Because
it isn't.
Oh, I think wrestling is a good skill to have. I need to remember.
Yeah,
that one.
I should write that one down.
Okay, so I'm going with the muscle,
All right.
Mhm.
and I'm rolling 2d6, right?
D6.
That's a total of
Yeah.
5.
What's your
Yes.
muscle bonus? What was your target?
And my muscle is +1.
So your target of 8. Yeah, that succeeds.
Yep.
Yay!
So yeah, you see Rawhide Lester moseys on over there, grabs the chicken. And were you were just grabbing it so you could put the blanket over it, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, so
You
he's
got
holding.
the- Well, go on, throw the blanket over us. I'll be able to tell you if it's cold under here.
I'll go ahead and put the blanket over all of us, actually, the 3 of us, the chicken,
Just-
Rawhide, and me.
Okay.
Just to do less air. And then I actually want to pull out my alien spectacles and take a look at it.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Yep. So you cover yourselves with the blankets, put on your glasses, and give me a scientificism. And you're gonna roll an extra d6 for your glasses.
Sweet.
And
And
do
then
you
to see if it breaks or not, or should I do that separate, or is that putting it all together?
Yeah, go ahead and roll that one separate. Unless you can change the color of your dice. And do you have any?
I'm just doing that.
Okay. And do you have any relevant skills?
Science then.
Sure. Roll. So you're gonna be rolling 4d6, one of which will be you'll need to keep track of.
I'll do the 1 for the item to break. I think, if I'm understanding correctly, which I got a 1, so I think that's good, right?
Okay. Yeah. One's good.
And then now I'm doing 3 other
Yes.
d6.
Yep. 3d6.
10 total.
So what are those
yeah.
individual rolls?
4, 2, and 4.
Okay, so you got the 1 on the item and then a 2 on something else. So that's a total of
Mhm.
3, which is a success. Normal, you look through your spectacles. Lester, you do see the chicken glow very faintly. And Normal, as your spectacles kind of alien tech it up, they start scanning it or whatever. That this chicken has been affected by alien technology. It is not from your species of alien, which means for maybe the first time since you've been here in the Wild West, you might realize that there are other aliens here.
Yay! Okay.
I'm gonna be real honest. You're not really my type, and we're really close together right now. And you've just been kind of humming for a long time.
Yeah. My bad. I'm gonna put up my spectacles real quick, and then I'm gonna get out from under the blanket and leave them 2 in it.
Also, your breath smells like sardines.
Do I even want to ask what just happened there?
He's being weird, but that chicken is weird as shit, dude. I guess not, dude. They don't say dude then.
That's that Mexico speak again.
So have y'all
So-
find out what's going on with my chicken?
Yeah. Wait, what you say? So it is glowing?
Yep,
And
he's a glowing.
All right. Well, glowing chicken. You say just ate normal food.
Yeah, I see normal food. I don't know why it would have any reason to be
Wait,
glowing.
chicken ate normal's food?
Well, like normal seed, like food, chicken food.
Lester.
Normal, you got chicken food?
I got chicken food. Yeah, it's just grain, really.
Nope. Tom.
you,
Tom.
no.
Sorry. Lester's not drunk.
You're
Oh.
not drunk. We got a guy here named Normal. It's confusing.
We're so confused about normal.
Well, it's because
It's
it's
as
not
normal as it
normal.
gets.
I mean, it's normal.
No, it's not normal. It's
Wait, not-
uncommon.
Literally is normal.
No, it's not normal. It's uncommon.
Wait, his name is uncommon?
Wait, the chicken's
No,
uncommon.
he's normal,
He's
but he's
normal.
uncommon.
Oh, I got that wrong. I thought you were saying the chicken was uncommon. He was normal.
Well,
And
chicken's
then-
uncommon
And
too.
then Lester was drunk. And then I'm not
That's
drunk.
true.
I don't know what you are.
By the way, Lester is still standing under the blanket with a chicken. A slight glow
Yes.
about his feet.
Yeah. All right. So
Lester's
yeah, your chicken's glowing. I guess I'll give it a look. See.
Right, but don't be killing it or nothing. If you can find out what's wrong with it without killing it, I'd be greatly appreciated.
I'm all in. Blanket's fine.
I have to.
You got any
I-
roosters?
I don't think I need the blanket anymore. He's gonna take the blanket off. You know it's glowing.
Oh.
That's. Yeah, I told you. Right,
Yeah,
bright and
I-
early.
I got a rooster, just one. If you get two or more, they start fighting each other.
I was
Has he
enjoying the
been,
mood
uh,
Latin.
Having conjugal visits with this here chicken?
I don't know what that there word means. But
yeah,
I
what do you
I-
mean by that?
I think he's saying the chicken's knocking boots.
Well, no. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
When a male chicken loves a female chicken very much.
right. Yeah, he ain't loved this chicken ever for a while. I noticed, and then I noticed it
Well,
glowed yesterday.
I mean, like maybe we could get some glowing eggs out of this.
well, the other rooster won't love on it.
Why not? Oh, because of the glowing, maybe.
Does
well,
maybe.
all the better because you don't want the eggs to be. You know,
All
big
I'm
chicken.
saying, think about it. A glowing omelet.
I ain't trying to be no sideshow, Slim.
Why not? You're gonna make good money.
I'm making just fine living.
Shit,
Raising
I'll
my
give you
normal
2
chicken.
copper pieces for this glowing chicken. Take it off your hands. You ain't gotta worry about it.
Why you got copper,
Mm.
Slim? What are you doing
Well,
with
'cause-
copper? We
Well,
talking about
I did a job for a guy down in a mine. He paid me with copper. He was supposed to pay me with gold. He ain't got no gold. It was a whole big thing. What? You got some money?
I got a couple quarters and a nickel.
You got a nickel and some quarters. Shit.
That's good money in the Wild West. Damn, get off my back.
Copper can be turned
quarters are
into
good money.
useful items. What are you going to turn that money into? Whiskey?
Yep.
Yep.
Exactly. Give me a glowing chicken. I give you some metal. You can make some more of them barbed wire.
It's actually a pretty good deal if you think about it. I mean, this chicken's just causing you problems.
I'll give you
Listen how stressed
a
you are
50
about this
cent
glowing
piece
chicken.
for this chicken.
No, I'm not selling
let's
my
just
chicken.
get on it too. All right, we got 50 cents going over here. Do I have it? Here is 75.
I got you
75.
guys.
75.
You guys see,
Going over here.
he pulls out a 6-shooter and goes into the air. I ain't selling no damn chicken. This
Well, then
is
why are
my-
you so concerned it's glowing?
this
I'm a
here
little-
is my prize chicken. I won prizes for it at the state fair. Blue ribbon.
Because of the glowing?
No, it was before it was glowing. I just want y'all to find out why my chicken's glowing.
All right,
I mean, you
I'll
might win more prizes if it's glowing.
look over your dang chicken.
That it's glowing with pride from winning the blue ribbon.
I don't think that's how that works, but I like it.
I'm just saying it's a possibility.
I'm gonna look
Did
over
my
the
spectacles
chicken.
by chance give me any hint of like origin of where direction wise of what hampered with it?
No. So it was tampered by other aliens. And it has forgot to mention this. It's my bad. It has a lot of energy inside of it. Like so much energy.
It's an egg.
Yeah.
I got a tracking skill. Can I look around in the dirt around the chicken coop for
Yeah.
tracks.
Yeah, we're gonna call this. I'll give you a choice of Moxie or Grit with your tracking.
I'll do Moxie, I guess. So it's 3d6 since I'm adding a skill too.
Correct.
And then use it.
My Moxie is
lowest
+1.
ones.
So roll an 8 or lower.
What is
Six.
would Moxie be considered a skill or a stat?
A stat.
I got the tracking skill.
Oh,
can I add the tracking skill?
Yeah.
Tracking
Yes.
skill. Nice.
Yeah, you can use
Uh,
tracking skill for sure.
And then I'm looking over the chicken using my doctrine skill to see if something looks abnormal.
Okay, so you're saying, so you said you were doctrine without using scientificism, correct? You are not a
Yes.
scientificism person.
Correct.
Wait, are you
correct.
witch doctrine?
What?
Oh,
Okay, real quick, mysticism used to be a stat. You could choose either mysticism or scientificism,
oh, really?
but I cut it for simplicity's sake. I might bring it back
Mhm.
or release it as a DLC. So Doc, what stat are you going to try to use with your doctrine skill?
For this one, not that one, not those. That's 10.
Charm.
Oh, that's what I was wondering. Should it be charm? Because how would that? Well, I guess charm would make the most sense if it wasn't scientificism. Yeah, it
In-
would be charm.
In what way is this charm? Walk me through your process a little bit quickly.
Let's see. I'm imagining someone coming to him with like they're bleeding out. So more like he just cleans up the wound, wraps them up, and then convinces them that it's okay. It's going to heal up fine. Like they're over there, they're bleeding out. He just dumps some whiskey on it, wraps it up, and they're like,
All right.
What is it? Can I help you? Like, oh yeah, it'll heal up in a few days. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, that's
Sounds
good
like
to go.
bamboozling.
Thanks for coming to
So-
Doc.
So in this particular situation, you are using this same charm on a chicken. I like it.
Actually,
Roll it.
Well, yes, more convincing Tom that that it's working.
That's fair. Either one will work. Slim Jim, while he's rolling that, did you succeed?
I did. I rolled a 3.
Very nice. You see some strange, right around the chicken coop, some strange 3-toed tracks, like a lizard's but bigger, leading off in the direction of Devil's Canyon.
Yeah, Slim Jim's definitely gonna be like, y'all, you know anything that's got 3 toes? 3 toes? Like I don't know.
Three
like a-
toes?
How many toes do a chicken got? You got 3 toes? No, like this. And he points down in the dark. He's like, there's some weird tracks, and they're going that way. I think like we should go that way. Unless we're gonna cut the chicken open, at which point I'll stay, but otherwise I'm gonna go that way.
I'm gonna look at the chicken's foot and see how many toes it has.
Chickens have how many?
4.
They got 4, or is it 3 in the
back.
Or is it 3 in the claw?
3 in the back, yeah.
Yeah, these are different tracks from a chicken's tracks. Doc, what was your roll?
7.
7, and that's a success for you on charm.
Charm is +0.
So 7, yeah, that's barely a success.
It's how I like it.
Yeah, describe what you do with this chicken.
Or while Lester's still holding the blanket off, he's gonna just like grab it like by his neck, like looking up and down, like almost like breaking the neck. I'm like, all right, Tom, I'll look it over. Let me see your eyes. Let me see your eyes. Oh, that's a good chicken, honestly. Other than the glow, which you can't really notice that much in the light, you know, I see why you got some points off of it. Let me check the wings, look it over.
When you're moving it so fast, I kind of like shield myself, half expecting the energy to explode, and I'm
You're reacting.
Now,
You gotta
there
be
ain't
more
no
careful
shame
with
to
that,
be
Doc.
allergic to chickens. Probably.
I don't know. So best I can tell, Does anything odd stand out to me from the chicken?
Yeah, under the blanket with Lester, you do see a very faint glow about it.
Yeah.
The you did succeed. You do notice that the chicken is kind of not entirely there mentally. As well as you can tell with the chicken. I know you know chicken psychologist, but it doesn't.
Would you believe chicken psychology is one of the skills that I
Chicken psychology.
chicken wrestling and chicken psychology. Perfect.
chicken analyticism?
Yeah, chicken just is a little spaced out as you start to move it around, especially as you start to really like shake it a bunch.
Mhm.
You notice that it's not quite like a dizzying kind of thing. It's more just like it's just like gets that 1,000-yard stare.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, best I can tell, your chicken just kind of looks sick.
Well, what can you
Like-
do for it, Doc? Well, whiskey works with me. Will it work on the chicken?
You see,
Yep.
this is
Bring some
nope.
whiskey for the chicken.
This is why I don't do animals, because whiskey doesn't work with all animals, and this is a chicken. Whiskey don't work with chickens. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to see your fridge. And then Jim, where did you say you saw the weird footprints? Down
Going
that way?
Yep.
All right. Doc pulls on a piece of paper and he's like, all right, I recommend no alcohol. Get this chicken some milk and mix that with a little chocolate. Just a little bit, just a little hint of chocolate.
Chocolate's expensive, Doc. I ain't got
Yeah,
no
this-
chocolate.
Hey,
Well,
this is
you
your
would if you took
prize
my
chicken,
50-cent piece for the chicken.
right? See, you can either sell the chicken now or you can invest in getting it some treatment. That's what I recommend.
All right, Doc. If I'll try. You never done me wrong before.
I'll be
All
in
right.
town.
He hands you, Doc, $1 worth of quarters.
Sweet.
Yes.
So that's 4. That's 4 quarters. Should've just said that.
Let's put that chicken down and get out of that blanket.
Hey,
Don't put-
my advice. I can give you good advice for 75 cents.
Well, I
Equals
ain't
advice.
see anybody calling you Doc, Lester. No offense to you.
Well, that is possibly my first name. Doc Rawhide Lester.
I thought Rawhide was your first name.
What? Ain't nobody named their boy Rawhide.
Nah, I knew a guy named Rawhide.
Was it his first name?
Well, my
Hmm.
wife's pregnant, as you know, and we're thinking about naming her Rawhide, but
Don't name your kid Rawhide.
No, why would anybody do that? That's terrible.
Well, they called me Rawhide because I'm tough.
I mean, if I may be so bold, I think Normal is a good first name.
It is an uncommon name. Name your boy
Wait.
Sue if you want him to be tough.
Yeah, that's
boy-
facts right there. That's
a
facts.
boy named Sue.
Boy named Sue. I heard about that once. Toughest son of a bitch around.
All right. Well, y'all was conducting business. I already done figured this whole thing out.
Oh, did you? Oh, I'm curious about this one.
I
yeah,
did.
yeah.
I am dangerously sober, and therefore I have come to confusion. Oh, wait,
I'm sure. Yep.
No,
Mhm.
that track.
Yep.
Continue. Tell us about your confusion.
Keep going. Keep going.
Confuse the rest of us.
Here's how it went. All right. Now, don't get too bogged down in the details, but what happened
Brilliant.
was something with weird feet
Yep.
came and made the chicken glow and then went that way.
Boy, howdy, he nailed it.
I don't know. That seems
Now,
kinda
that
like
ain't worth
say
no
alien.
75 cents consultancy fee.
You know, I have to admit, Lester, I was expecting less. But you
Well,
came through.
That's me.
That's
Yes.
some.
What else would you expect?
Less rawhide Lester. Yes, right. I still think you need to put that chicken down, but I'm gonna go off looking on the direction of them tracks, see if you can find some weird feet folk.
Yeah, let's see what the hell's going on over there.
Don't you think we should take the chicken with us just in case?
I'd rather you
What
keep
What
chicken
are we
with
gonna
me.
do with the glowing chicken? light up the cave as we walk through it?
Possibilities are virtually
Hey,
endless.
that's a
Name
good idea,
two.
Slim.
Actually, that would work.
That's a pretty good idea, Slim. Actually,
Number one, it's a fantastic conversation piece.
All right, now it is.
All right, he is
And
too
number
sober. Somebody
two-
get this fucker a drink.
We already know that whatever came from the canyon to make the chicken glowy is interested in chickens in some way.
Oh, that's a good point. Tom, you got any weak chickens?
Maybe it would glow
Chickens you don't
brighter
like?
if it had time to finish the job, you know?
also, if we're not taking the glowy chicken, do you have a candle we could have?
A candle?
Candle?
Candle. If we go into some cave, possibly, we don't have a glowy chicken to light the way. A candle could do that for us.
That's 3 reasons.
All right. Well,
Oh,
Ow.
you drink.
Yeah. Do you have an extra chicken and a
I didn't
candle?
forget you said that.
I'd rather not be giving away any more of my chickens.
That's fine.
I can get you a candle. Yeah, I can get you a candle. Should be fine.
It's not so much as giving us a chicken as in lending us the chicken.
You promise to bring it back?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll bring
Promise
the
to
chicken
try to
back.
bring it back.
Definitely. What are we gonna do with the chicken? Of course, we'll bring it back.
I mean, it might not be alive no more. Might not be all there, but we'll bring
Damn.
it back to you.
Jimmy, you don't have to say.
Oh,
Just think, it's for the better good of your prize chicken. And I leave a blank for us to tell what the name is.
Anybody, give
Anybody.
me a charm roll.
Hang me.
All right. Come on, Tom. All
He
right.
spits to the side. What?
Just
I like mimic Slim to the T.
that's a 5.
It's a 5, yeah.
4 and 1.
Good spit there, normal.
All right. If you insist. He goes and he brings out one of the chickens. To the uncultured eyes, it looks exactly the same as the glowing chicken, just not glowing. He hands it to you. This here is the worst chicken of them all, but she does lay good eggs. So bring her back.
All of a sudden, I'm real super curious by what criteria you're judging your chickens if the worst one lays good eggs.
All my chickens lay good eggs. And don't you ever tell nobody any different.
Well, what about that one that ain't got with the rooster no more? It ain't laying no good eggs, is it?
Yeah, that's why I called you guys. It's the glowing one.
You do know chickens lay eggs, that roosters, right?
Yeah, this one ain't been laying no eggs.
This one, he ain't. Yeah. But like the fact that rooster ain't going with it also is a problem.
Yeah, it means it's less desirable to a rooster. That's
Yeah. Basic sex chickenology right there.
Lester. You've been complaining about not having a drink, and well, it's almost high noon, and no man should be without a drink before high noon. You can't do a flask.
Amen, brother. He's gonna
Well-
look up to the sky, all grateful, and hold it to his heart. I will
Well-
treasure this always for the next few minutes.
Yeah, and then get the flask back to me if you can. But it ain't no special flask or nothing, so if it gets lost on your adventure, I understand. Well, I'll go ahead and try that milk and find some place that sells chocolate. Thank you, Doc. Thank you, everybody. Hopefully it works.
Of course it will. Who's holding
The
the
doc
chicken?
guarantee.
He says is he's walking down the path.
No, definitely Lester. That ain't me.
Lester will begrudgingly trade chickens.
Yep.
Got a chicken under one arm and the flask in the other hand, walking down.
I gotta pat this chicken on the head and be like, listen.
Does he still have the blanket around his shoulders?
No, he actually took the blanket off of me a while ago.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't need the blanket no more.
I would have still had the blanket.
Okay, so you guys are heading off towards Devil Canyon then?
Mhm.
All right. Normal, add a candle to your item list. It is an item you have.
Adding a flask to my
And a chicken.
Mhm.
Oh.
Because you're holding the chicken.
Just know you are holding a chicken. If you have snuck an alien bazooka under my nose, you will likely have to place the chicken down on the ground to use your alien bazooka.
My item list says a
If you have a
hat,
candle,
parentheses,
you're fine.
somewhere, and an empty jug. And now a flask and a chicken.
Very nice.
But a candle wouldn't interfere with, let's say, an alien bazooka, though.
I don't think because you kind of just hold the candle.
Hold the
I'm
candle
just-
like a
I'm just kidding.
cigar.
And then like the
Right. It's about high noon when you leave Tom's farm. By the time you hit Devil's Canyon, it's going to be about sunset. Several hour walk. Moon's coming up. It's getting dark. A little colder outside. And you are here at the base of this canyon. Well, yeah, up at the top of the canyon. Looking down, it's a sheer drop, about 100 feet before it levels out, and there's some vegetation here, it being lower, a little more water in the ground down there. And it is, yeah, before you. The canyon is about 800 feet wide as well. So sheer drop, some somewhat grassy area, and then steep climb 800 feet later.
Where the footprints go?
They led you to this canyon edge and then stopped.
Lester is going to pocket his empty flask and cup one hand around his mouth and immediately do a hog call. Suey!
It echoes, "Suey, suey, suey."
the track saying right here, Jim.
Seem to be. Jim's gonna like get on his stomach, and he's gonna lean over the edge and try to see, like, I don't know, is there like an overhang or a small path? Like, he's trying to see where the footprints go. He thinks they're going down. So he's looking.
Hey, looking down there, it's a steep drop. Give me grit. Trying to keep your composure, stay tough.
All right. Do I still get to add tracking?
Yeah, I'll give it to you. What's your target for this?
Oh, it's a 0, so 7.
7. All right.
That's all right. So I rolled a 6.
So 7's the base, right?
7's base, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you get to the edge. On your stomach, it feels a little safer. Peering down, you notice it could be a rope, but it's the wrong color for a rope. It's kind of a grayish color. You can't see where it starts. You can only see it seems like it starts beneath where you're standing almost. The cliff kind of comes out like this, and you are looking down.
How far down is it? Can I reach?
You can certainly try to reach.
I mean, just like arms over the, like, you know, he's
would-
out. Oh,
It would take you probably waist level to be able to reach down there. You're assuming.
Lester's gonna look over at Doc and Normal and be like, "Hey, y'all, there's something down there, but I need y'all to hold my feet so I don't pitch over."
Oh, yeah.
So so you're laying on your stomach at the precipice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you look back to talk to them, and I'm like standing on the edge right next to you.
Oh no, Slim Jim definitely looked up and saw you and was like, "Hey guys."
Holding a
Yeah. Normal's gonna head that way to do so. He's gonna take a quick like glance to see if he can see whatever you were talking about. No, he's not gonna waste a lot of time. He's just gonna look over.
Yeah,
He's gonna pull out
Jim's
his-
like, "See that thing? It's gray. I mean, it ain't the right color, but it's a rope. I bet there's some sort of cliff. I bet there's cave down here. I've definitely hunted people in overhangs like this. So if I can reach it, then maybe we can get down there and figuring out what's going on.
I forgot you was a bounty hunter. I forgot.
Well, I
Normal's
mean,
gonna
it's
put on
been a
his,
little bit since the last one, but shit, that's all I'm really known for.
What is Normal gonna do?
But he's gonna
never
put
heard
on
of
his alien spectacles just to make it look like he's trying to see better with
Mhm.
normal spectacles and see if he sees anything. going
Yeah.
on.
Okay. Give me. Looking at the rope. Sure. Give me another scientificism
Cool.
with your specs.
Science ain't gonna help at all.
Not this time.
So D6.
Science of eyesight.
Okay, so that one didn't break. Good. 6 total.
6 total. Cool. You peer over there. Looking at it, you can tell it's made out of a type of space metal. It's a flexible, almost like a chainmail, but yeah, like an alien chainmail almost. But it's a rope made out of it.
Yeah, that rope looked like it's made of metal. It's weird. And
I'm already
they go
holding
and-
his feet.
And I go
Does
and
it?
assist.
It don't look like
Okay.
metal to me.
What do you mean rope made out of metal? That don't make no sense. That's a double negative.
Slim, just let us know when you get a grab. Tell me if I'm right.
Okay.
Fair.
Muscle from Doc and Normal.
Y'all need help with that?
6. Okay.
Is that a success for Doc?
Yes, because he has a -1, so 6 is what he needed.
Nice.
Well, my best rolls yet, luckily. I got a 4, which is a success.
Okay.
For a -1, which is nice. So,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hey, same. We're about the similar build.
So yeah, Jim, you are now hanging there. You feel them grabbing onto your legs. The precipice has kind of ended at your waist, and you are now hanging down. And you can see that the rope is attached to the top of this rock cliff with like 3 little spikes that kind of come out.
All right. Can I grab at the rope?
Yeah, you 1, 2, you swing down. You were able to just grab it.
All right. I got the rope. Pull me back up.
All right.
What does the rope feel like? Does it feel like metal?
Kinda. It's cool, like Metal in the Shade would be. And it's a little
I don't know.
soft.
I mean, it kind of like it. I don't think it's metal. Metal don't bend like this. Not
metal
good.
don't
metal.
bend. Nope.
I mean, this ain't metal. I don't know what you see in normal. That's
Metal's
Maybe-
only a solid or a liquid. That's
Yeah.
all. That's the only options.
That's right.
That's true.
Metal don't bend. Saying metal bend is like saying a chicken it glow.
Well, I mean, like chicken wire bend. This ain't like chicken wire.
Right. I mean, yeah, that's a little thin. That's like really.
Yeah, it's
but
like it's a
the
rope.
barbed wire, that all moves and whatnot, whatever,
Yeah, but like you
Nope.
can look at barbed wire and see that it's metal. This don't look like metal. Normal.
This rope. This
It
It don't
cold
look
rope.
like normal metal.
It's a weird gray rope.
It don't look like normal metal.
Barbed
Normal.
wire, you would say that it's rope.
No. No one calls
How is that
barbed wire rope
different?
because barbed wire is wire.
Yeah, it's
This
like
rope.
in the name. It barb because it's sharp, wire because it's a wire, not a
Question
rope.
for the big sheriff.
Yes.
Have I ever been to Devil's Canyon before?
How brave are you?
Well, I ain't got no brave on my
How much
What's your
grit you
max?
got on there?
You
but
don't have Braven as a
my
skill?
best stat is grit, and I've been known to somewhat lessen my reasoning skills chemically. occasions.
All right, yeah, real tough, but real drunk. Yeah, I'd say you've probably been to Devil's Canyon, if at least just to piss over the ledge.
So I don't know of a way to get to the bottom that besides,
You probably not really, no. It's kind of like the Grand Canyon in that there's no good way down.
there's easy ways down, but no good ways.
Yeah,
down.
plenty easy ones. A couple that you've almost tested out yourself.
Well, so we don't think it's a rope, but do we think if we tied it around my waist, you could lower me to the bottom?
Yep, that's a great idea.
I don't see why not. It's basic science right there.
I don't know.
You say
Sounds like
so.
it's gonna be. You know what? I agree. Like you just see like normal, just give up. Like I agree.
Don't worry, Normal. You can go next.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, Slim, I would not want to take the honor from you.
Oh shucks. It's your metal rope after all.
But as a bounty hunter, I wouldn't want to like one up you going with first. So
Oh
and,
shit,
you know,
I've already been down to the bottom of Devil's Canyon. You know how many bounties try to hide down there? Some of them try to
Sure, you
escape death down there, and I don't get to collect the death bounty if I ain't got a body. So got to get down there and tie them up, haul them back up. Anyways, now you can go first. I'll give you that. I got you, Normal. I'll turn you into a bounty hunter. Wait and see. Just wait and see.
So I think I've already tied it around my waist at this point.
I'm not doing that conversation. I would have been helping it. Lester, he's going.
So you guys are tying the rope around Lester and hitching him over.
All
All
right.
right.
Somebody's gonna have to
I
hold this.
pictured more like slowly descending him was my thought, but
I wasn't thinking bungee jump.
Obviously,
style.
okay, yeah. I use
Jim was definitely like, just take a run for it. Just take a run. See how far you get.
Okay, so
Man.
are all three of you holding the rope then or is one person handling that? How's that going?
I think it would work better if most of all of us do, but Lester did bring up a good point. There is Bessie that we gotta keep track of.
You mean
Somebody
Lester
gotta
ain't
hold
bringing
this.
it with him?
yeah, Lester could still hold on to.
Well,
Like
the
we're
thing
doing the
is,
hard work.
whatever's down there
Wants a
is
chicken.
need wrestling. And it's hard to wrestle a feller with a chicken under your arm. I've only tried
But
it a
one,
couple
that ain't
times,
entirely true.
and I almost lost once.
Well, I mean, all I'm saying, the thing down there wants a chicken. You show up with a chicken under your arm. Well, suddenly you guys are best buds. So we ain't got to wrestle nothing till we get down there, and then we do what we need to do.
Well, we're just sending Lester down there just to give it a good look, see if there's another way for us to get down. Because we're gonna run out of people for sending them all down by rope, you see. He goes down there, looks for an easier way down, then we go down with the chicken.
Well, then who's gonna have to carry the chicken? I ain't carrying the chicken down.
I ain't carrying the chicken.
So I guess you want to carry the chicken, Doc?
I wasn't quick enough. I was supposed to say not it, but I got distracted by formulating.
I mean, you already see like Normal. He's already doing like nose goes. As well. Like,
Jim's like,
handing
what's
the chicken
with
the first time.
You
made
trying
me
to
feel
keep
like
that from
I was a
falling
little
off?
close to death.
What y'all got against Bessie? Y'all ain't deserving of her company.
Exactly. So you carry Bessie down with you.
All right. Me and Bessie, we're going on an adventure.
I have heard of a story of someone holding onto a chicken and jumping off a cliff and slowly going down instead of splatting. If you wanted to give that a shot,
That's an interesting story.
I'd be willing to see it.
that's what I was looking at. Slim when I said it.
There's no
Clever.
way you could have been there.
I wasn't. I just heard about it. It's just a loon talk, so it could mean nothing. But
We're all grabbing the rope, and he is
Yeah.
holding Bessie to
whoever's
go
holding
down.
the rope. All who hold the rope give me muscle.
Muscle. No, that's a
Snake
failure.
eyes.
That's 8. That's a fail
That's
for me.
8 as well, so it's a fail for me too.
2 fails.
And
I get,
snake
like, a
Two
eyes.
fails and a snake eyes.
Bonus,
Snake
bonus
eyes.
to luck for snake eyes because I ain't used none of my luck, so I got nothing to charge.
That's
Or
fine.
yes. Okay.
So we will go
I'm gonna
ahead.
charge my luck.
We'll go ahead and take a quick break. I've got food at the door. People might have kids to put to bed maybe tonight.
Well, I'm not worried about it tonight, but you do what you got to do.
I do need to grab food. Yeah, we'll take a quick break.
Heard. I'm wondering when I'm gonna use my machete. It might come up.
Buddy, I was 100% gonna play as straight up like as a human until
Mhm.
like, but with my name, he starts like, well, not because of your alien race. Like, okay, I guess I'll actually be an alien. Like I was just a human named weird.
That's
He'll fight you
actually
to the
pretty
death.
funny.
That's a normal name though. He's like, it's literally normal.
Normal. Normal, not an alien human.
Yeah. That's what I came up with in 2 seconds. Like I looked at the skills, I'm like science guy, and I'm like alien.
Alien science.
That's
Easy.
all I'm thinking is, man, I should have bought my helicopter hat. That's all. I should have bought a helicopter hat.
That would be interesting to try to explain.
You missed. I was just saying, I should have bought my helicopter hat.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Next time I play a guy in the future, it's like, oh, you guys will get this reference one of these days. Go get your helicopter.
I was trying to figure out something to eat, and I figured KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, probably be the best bet.
Hey.
So
We just got one in Joplin, so
nice.
Congrats.
and now I live in Joplin instead of outside of Joplin. So
So Branson got one a few months before I left.
I still haven't been
I
there.
actually did love living in Branson. That's probably my favorite place to live. I actually did like it.
I like Springfield so much more.
I
It's
don't go
funny,
out
though,
enough
because,
for
like,
Springfield.
I was reading this article on like the worst places to live in Missouri. It's all where we live. Like Joplin, Springfield, Branson, St. Louis, like all those are literally the worst of the worst places.
But yeah,
to
I
live.
mean,
That's
per
funny.
capita, Springfield is the 4th most violent city in America.
What?
Yep.
We have a ton of violence on the north and west sides. Usually, though, it's fine for regular people because most of it is drug related.
Okay.
So as long as you're not dealing or living next to a dealer or buying, you'll be fine. But yeah,
It's
I mean, we got so many meth
400%.
heads.
Yeah, it was like 400% the crime rate per US. Like, and
Yeah,
I think Joplin was close to 300%.
Wow.
yeah, we got too many drugs.
That's surprising.
It's not even the good drugs though. It's like meth. Like, come on, who wants to
Well,
smoke
that's-
meth or crack?
Unfortunately, Missouri is the top meth state.
I did hear that.
Yeah,
I did hear that.
that's why they made a movie about the Ozarks and meth.
Yeah, Joplin real bad in that department. But apparently, I live in the rich neighborhood, so my neighbors are pretty.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I didn't realize that, but like everyone that I guess I live pretty close to quite a few of my coworkers, and like I was like, oh, 924. That's like because they live in Hampton, and I guess I'm in the rich part of Hampton place.
You're like, what?
I'm like, just get yourself a sugar mama. I got a sugar mama, so I mean, my wife got a $20,000 increase, and then we're like, hey,
Yes, let's go.
The meth
No, I'm-
capital of the world is Adelaide, Australia. Per 1,000 people, per day, 659 milligrams of meth are used per day per 1,000 people.
bro. I just figured they would get high on like snake venom or something. Like,
Now, Adelaide and then Seattle is the second closest city.
Seattle.
Yeah,
I can see
Seattle's
that.
got us beat. I mean, I don't know if it's per capita or what, but Seattle's got us beat a little bit.
And Australia just beat out the world. Well, beat out the whole.
Well, I got to do
Country.
something. They're boxing kangaroos every day. Like
They gotta do something to take the
insert
edge off.
insert other racist stupid stuff here. Oh, it was still recording. Damn it.
Oh, hey, yeah, we're recording still. Oh, what's my phone at? I should make sure that doesn't die and kick us out.
But the new house, like
Mhm.
so
Oh,
far,
yeah.
not buyer's remorse. This house is still gorgeous.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. So bigger,
The
I
de- move-
presume.
Do what?
Is it bigger? I presume.
I doubled my space. So
Wow.
What?
yeah.
Yes. Yes, dude.
It was so crowded doing foster care in my small house. So like
Mhm.
the big thing we wanted a 2 living room house
Mhm.
to like kids
Okay,
go
yeah,
over
yeah.
there.
Yeah,
So
the
not,
great
so
room
we got
thing.
a
Yeah.
basement living room as well. So
Yeah.
it's weird because like it's 2 floors, but it's a split level.
Okay.
And so like I like have 4 small floors. So it's so many
Oh.
stairs.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Dude, that is
Having
so
a
good.
garage, never had that before, so that's fancy.
Oh,
Having the
garages are-
basement was like that was like I always wanted a basement, so
Yeah,
I'm super
exactly.
and not only that, it was a fully done basement. Every house I looked into
Oh.
was like partially done or like
Mhm.
there was just the open like this is fully done, lighting, everything
Yes.
covered, looks awesome.
You are in the rich neighborhood. All right.
We do. I think we're doing okay neighborhood. No, the houses around us are pretty gorgeous too, so I can see where they.
Yeah,
But
well,
we're in a
then-
cul-de-sac as well,
Oh,
which
cool.
is interesting. And then I'm like, literally like the straight cul, like the furthest in. So
Yeah, dude, suburbs are my absolute favorite kind of area to live in. That's 100% top of the list for me.
but yeah, it's quiet. I see, and then when I see kids play outside in the cul-de-sac and they're quiet, it's been nice. We're
Mhm.
here to ruin that because I don't have quiet kids. So I guess sometimes I do. You know, depends on whatever.
Yes.
But
Oh, dude. Yeah, I'm so happy for you, man. That's such a good time. Oh,
I'm so freaking excited. And then one thing I'm so the bedrooms are all the way at the top floor. And so then I put my office in the basement. So sometimes I might get loud on game night. It should be fine now.
yeah. There we go.
Occasionally my wife has heard me say bad words when I like role play Gideon. And
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
and she's like, yeah, they can hear you. And like, it wasn't me, it was Gideon.
It wasn't me, it was kidding. That's funny.
But yeah.
But now
So what I
you're-
did, what I cussed with Zareth, I was using blotted since that's what
Oh yeah. That was
Andrew put in the world as the bad words, and
yeah.
Gideon will casually say it, and I don't. Titan very rarely says bad words.
Yes, he is getting yeah. That's a good point. Interesting character trait.
I mean, I don't think he's against it. It's just like
It just this
he's
not
not
with his
There's
personality.
no purpose. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no purpose in it.
Heh.
Fun fact: this game is not set in America. It is simply set in the Wild West.
The generic West.
So it's funny you guys mentioned Mexico because it wasn't a thing until you said it.
Oh, look, we're world building.
I'm from a planet that's even more west than Earth, so really far west.
So far west, you were east.
It's not wild over there though.
Civilized west.
That's the normal West.
Oh yeah, normal's from the normal west, huh?
Like the one item I forgot, I assumed it was okay, was there was this standard 6-shooter,
Mhm.
and I just put space 6-shooter.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, space 6-shooter. Yeah.
There'll be a difference
Oh,
eventually.
yeah. Apparently, you can put anything on there.
Yep.
Well, now I know to go for the space bazooka. Um,
So you also got to think about the.
The bazooka was the tame one. I also put alien teleporter and alien time machine.
Time machine. Yes, a time machine. Was
I told you, next character I'm playing is in the future. And I'm gonna make a whole bunch of references.
You do have to think
You
about
guys can get
the.
'em.
You got to think about the social ramifications of carrying around a giant piece of alien technology, though.
The social ramifications of being awesomely respected and feared.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
what
just
if you
gotta
can't even
imagine-
spell ramifications? Then you won't even care.
Is that the rule? If you can't spell it, you shouldn't care about it.
Dang.
I think it's
But I
pretty-
imagine like my space 6-shooter
Probably
looks
one of
exactly
Rock.
like a 6-shooter,
Mhm.
except for it definitely shoots like a green laser.
Oh, dude, let's go Fallout. Yes,
So-
sir.
So like
Yes.
I'll have it in my hand. You guys don't think anything of it. Like
Until you shoot it, and I was like, "What?"
it must have been too close to that green chicken, I guess.
So, was it that you weren't paying attention and you or did you just steal my totally a normal?
Oh, actually, the story is actually funny. He told me while we were on break. Yeah, tell them the story of your name, Donald. Normal, not alien, human.
I was saying how I 100% was just gonna be a human. That was gonna be like a red herring name up until I did my my check, and then it was a different alien race. I was like, I'm going full alien.
Yep. He was
Yeah, I
just, he was just
100%
weird.
originally it was just gonna be a weird dude. But yeah, alien to I mean, I'm happy either way. So I was aware that the name might go it in that direction. So
Yes.
I am very happy still.
See, it wasn't until you pulled out your alien spectacles that I thought, oh, he really isn't a human.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna play it off that like it was like my grandpappy gave it to me or some crap like that,
Mhm.
but
Okay. So
maybe I was fostered by some aliens or something.
there you go.
But
So
no, I'm an alien.
Lester. Tied the rope around you. Slim Jim the stoner has gripped the front of the rope and slowly begins letting you down. The other two have also started pulling back. Goes down easy. And then Doc McLaren slips unless you feel yourself drop 20 feet. Slim Jim and Normal are able to stop the rope again. But in the process, Normal's hands get kind of burnt a little bit. And they begin slowly lowering you down again until you feel yourself drop 40 feet this time. Slim Jim, you grab the end of the rope. You grab the end of the rope and kind of wrap it around your hand real quick and hold down, bracing against a rock, and slowly lower him down the rest of the way.
Lester's down there holding the chicken by the feet at arm's length. Saying, "Fly, save him."
Chicken goes,
Listening to that story, like I told you.
He definitely reaches the bottom, believing that the chicken saved our lives.
perfect.
Like, I always believed in you, Bessie. I'm sorry I almost left you behind.
Chicken kind of pecks at your hand a little bit.
Crap. What's Lester been eating? Man, I thought that would be way easier than that. Lester, what you see? Also, are you dead?
Get back to you on the second one.
Right.
What do
right.
I see?
Give me.
It?
No,
Just enjoy.
unless you can convince me of it.
How about muscle?
I was gonna say Moxie. You gotta have good eyesight to be shooty. So
I like the idea of using your eye muscles to see.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
rolled-
yeah.
Lord, to try
if you want to flex your eye muscles, I'll get your muscle.
I rolled a 6 and a 4.
Oh. Oof. So mark that as a failure. Dust has been kicked up from your landing. The chicken, Bessie, sorry, is pecking at your hand, kind of distracting you. Dust is everywhere. You see some grass. It's not quite so dry as a tumbleweed, but it's still pretty dry. That's all you get right now.
I see dirt. And wait, over there, I can just make it out. It's more dirt.
Well, I guess we can mark dirt off the list.
You see any tracks?
I will look
Yeah,
down
there's-
at my feet.
There's
It's
not
the
a trap
one with the
beneath your feet.
3 toes.
Oh, tracks. I think said traps.
You see any
There's
traps
no
down
trap on your
there?
Go ahead and give me another roll. How you looking for these tracks?
I'm gonna look at Bessie's foot and be like, kind of like that, but not like that. And
And what stat would you like to use for that?
it would be Moxie, wouldn't it? Oh, scientificism actually, because observing. But let's go with Moxie.
Fine, we'll go with Moxie.
It should be scientificism, right? I got a 1 and a 5.
Okay, so you're good at it.
Yeah, I'd say comparing, using your knowledge skills on what Bessie's feet look like right here. Sure, we'll go say scientificism.
That makes it -2.
So that's a 5 or lower, and you said you rolled a 6.
Uh-huh.
Another failure on your sheet. Looking around, you don't see any tracks here. You've kicked up quite a bit of dust. And then you do see some tracks, but they're boot shaped.
I see some boot prints.
Are
Now
they
those
yours?
different from your. Yep, thank you, normal. Yep.
I better stop squinting at things down here. I'm gonna kill myself. That
They
way.
are your boot. They are your boot prints.
His eyes are just red.
I can't think of a
His
death for
eyes
this
are
situation.
like-
I
his eyes
can't
are
think of a death for this situation. So you got to stop. They're your boot prints.
Rock fall. That's- we're standing up there and Slim kicks a rock, not thinking about it. And you just see Lester go down and go,
And
ah,
I'm like, oh yeah,
Not again.
that second thing.
Salient detail.
yeah.
I ain't been killed yet.
Doc, he ain't looking so good. You might want to pour some whiskey out.
That's a tricky shot from all the way up here to reach him.
I bet you
Yeah.
can do it.
Anyway,
That's a waste of whiskey, though. You know, there's only so much in this here bottle. I'll
That's
get a little
good.
closer.
got his mouth open.
oh,
Let it.
hold
rain.
on. Hold.
Normal
Hold
needs to go
on.
take a piss
We'll-
over
we'll
the
go-
ridge now.
We'll come to you. We'll come to you. All right. Well, he ain't seen nothing. So that's a failure on the plan right there.
Well, that's a failure on him, not necessarily the plan.
Well,
I appreciate that,
guess you
Jim.
Because he got
I guess you
he
could-
got the chicken down. That was his main skill set.
The chicken's in
Carrying
play.
a chicken.
The chicken's in play. All right.
Chicken
Now we just got to
me
get the
down.
us on play.
I mean, Like,
maybe Lester could catch you, Slim.
hmm,
100 feet.
I mean, here's the thing. Between the three of y'all, well, I'm the only one who didn't let go of the rope. So I don't know how comfortable I feel about going before you. On the other hand, I'd rather go when there's two of y'all instead of just one. That's a hard one. I'll go next. And Jim would like to use both his hands to like help himself down a little bit.
So you're kind of doing this while you're
Yeah,
tied up to it.
like, yeah.
Okay,
He's not relying on them as much.
Hey, Jim.
Yeah.
You said that the rope was tied to some things in the rock over there, just down
Yeah, some
on yonder.
spikes. Yeah.
Well, you go down over there and you tie the rope to the rocks, no, to the spikes.
What it is currently. Wait,
Then
is
why-
it currently tied to the rock
Then
spikes?
how are we holding?
Yeah. So sorry. So you guys
You
are
hold the rope.
holding the rope, which is the very end of which is still attached to the spike, or is still attached to the underside of the cliff.
We were
um,
lowering him down because
so-
he had a chicken.
So your guys' end of the rope
Mhm.
is really the last part that you can grab because it's pulled taut around the corner.
Okay. Now the picture's set in my mind.
While they're
Sorry.
all discussing their plans and everything, I'm going to set down the chicken and say, "Go on, find us a way." I believe in you. You start glowing, I'll know we're getting close.
All right, give me a charm.
What? I'm
Charm the
asking
chicken.
the chicken to do the work.
Yeah, convincing the chicken.
I'm going,
You're
I'm
gonna
going to
die down
die
there.
from having a chick. Okay, so I have -1 charm and I rolled 4.
Okay.
Good.
It's a pass.
The chicken looks at you, kind of cocks his head a bit, and then does an about face and walks in a direction.
I'm marching after the chicken.
All right.
Follow
Guys,
the
we might-
blueprints.
I see Lester running. We might want to speed this up.
What? What's Lester doing?
He's
Okay.
going.
So Slim Jim is currently climbing down, correct?
Yes.
Him and all who are helping him because of the way you're doing it, give me muscle.
Muscle's a +2. And I rolled 6 total.
Nice.
That's a 10.
Oof.
That's
I've
a
got a 10 and a what?
6 pass for me.
Pass. Cool. So that's a failure on Doc's part. Slim Jim, you're
Question for the big sheriff.
what's up?
So they're lowering somebody down a rope, right?
Right.
So if they run out of luck on the check to lower somebody down with a rope,
Yep.
then the person dangling from the rope is fine, but the person lowering it will suddenly die in a horrible graphic way.
They get yanked off with the rope and they just go flying out. Person on the rope still dangling there as they see the person plummet beside him go, ah, shit.
All right, I'm there for it.
Yeah. We'll cross that bridge if we get to it. Slim Jim makes it down.
Well,
Slim Jim's
Doc,
gonna-
I think that leaves me next, right?
Slim
Oh,
did
you
not
don't
know
wanna-
that Lester was heading off, so like he's gonna look around and be like, Lester? And he's gonna follow the track. Assuming Lester's out of sight, he's gonna follow the tracks. And if Lester's inside, he's like, Lester, get back here.
The chicken
Run
isn't
after him.
running. The chicken's marching. So you can see where Lester's headed to.
Right, yeah. Jim's gonna follow.
I'm gonna like follow exactly how Slim did it. Like, love kind of do it yourself with Doc's help as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Muscle for you too.
Ooh, I made it even. It's right on the threshold.
Oh,
Perfect.
wait, it's a -1. So then that's a 6 total. So sorry, I needed a 6. I got 7.
Oh.
So that's a fail.
How many failures are you at, Doc?
That's 3.
Very good. Very bad. Sorry.
Snake eyes are coming up, Doc. Don't you worry.
Normal, you get no help from Doc. He's trying.
Like, oh my hand.
But you do make it down. And you see Slim Jim walking off, and just beyond him, Rawhide Lester, and just beyond him, Bessie.
I'm gonna stick around and be ready to catch Doc if he falls from not a crazy height.
Okay, from not a crazy height. Good notation
Yes.
there. Doc, muscle.
You go, yeah, start pulling up the rope and like, yeah, I know y'all but may have been thinking it was smart, go first so you're not the last one, just in case. But no, see, Doc already thought of that. You see, I don't need this rope. he throws the rope down, so it's just kind of like dangling over there. So then he's going to
Quick interjection here.
yes,
You throw the rope, so you're not holding onto the rope anymore, correct?
correct.
The rope is attached to the underside of this cliff. So it took Slim Jim dangling from his waist and then having to swing himself over the cliff edge to grab onto that rope.
To get it like that. Yeah.
Yes. You
Mhm.
understand this, correct?
Correct.
Okay, what is what's next? Tell me your plan.
Yeah. So he tosses it down. They were going. Would you say they were going like to the left or to the right down the?
Perpendicular. Further into the canyon.
So then, if we're sitting at the edge of a canyon, right?
Yeah. So
Standing.
so think the canyon going left to right.
Yeah.
They are walking straight forward.
Oh, just to the other opposite side. Okay.
Essentially, yeah. Spanning that 800-foot gap.
Oh, okay. That's not the right direction I was expecting. All right.
Would you like to untoss the rope?
No.
Okay.
You know what? Normal. Keep an eye on them and keep an eye on Bessie. We still got to return that. You see? I'm gonna do some wandering and meet y'all down there. I'm gonna go to the left and look for an easier way down.
Okay. Sounds good.
Slim. I think we might have lost Doc, but
What'd
you do with him?
Doc, okay. Slim Jim, do you remember what stat I had you roll for trekking? Was it grit?
Pretty sure it was
Or was
Moxie.
it Moxie? Doc, give me Moxie.
Moxie?
Or grit.
Because
I think you gave the option and I
because I'm
chose
wandering like
Yeah.
on my own kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'll go for grit.
Grit. Okay.
Yeah, let's see. 7, 8, 9. That's a 9, but I have a +2 to grit, so then 9 is what I needed.
Perfect. Okay. Well, we'll come back to you later.
Cool.
The other three. Lester, this chicken, Bessie, sorry, stops in his tracks and then starts pecking at the ground. It's found some seed.
Cool. I would like to pick one of the seeds up and eat it.
Okay. Yeah, you toss it back, start chewing it. Give me a grit. Yeah.
Success.
Okay. It's acrid, sour, bitter. This is not a good seed. This is a bad seed.
Bessie, I don't want to say you've got terrible taste. But I might confess I'm might disappointed in the results of this expedition.
Lester, Why are you following and talking to a chicken?
Well, I thought I was the only one to talk to. Hey, Slim. Made it
Hey.
down.
Yeah, no, we were coming down, and all of a sudden we turn around and you were following a how much you ain't drank that much.
Nope.
So why are you
Everything
following a
drank.
chicken?
Well, she seems like an especially bright chicken to me.
I mean, maybe compared to never mind. And Slim turns to see if Normal has joined us as well.
Yeah, I would have
I
done
think
a
better
little
than the
jog
glowing
to
chicken.
catch up, to make up for the fact I waited for Doc to climb down and then he didn't. And so I jogged to catch up.
So Doc not coming?
He decided to go. You guys do northeast. That way.
Why is he going
I'm
that way?
going to.
I think he said try to find an easier way. He really struggled with that rope, and I was pretty sure he thought he was going to die. I was ready to catch him now. Like he was going to be fine.
I'm gonna hand Normal a handful of the seeds that I've been picking up. Like, Normal, are these seeds normal?
Yeah, and he will push up
Common.
his
Are
glasses.
they common? Are they uncommon?
He'll push up his glasses a little bit to look a little bit better and look with his alien spectacles to see if he
Yeah.
sees anything.
That same scientificism item.
Sweet. Okay. Item does not blow up. And it was a 2. I should have saved that for last. And, 5. So that's a pass for me.
Okay. Looking at these seeds with your alien specs, you do notice through them as they kind of scan these seeds, there's something not Wild West about these seeds. You don't know.
These are some weird seeds.
Yeah.
Like I ain't saying aliens, but
What's an alien?
Oh, okay. So
Is it like a Mexican?
it's like one of those that they cross the border without, the big sheriff's permission.
Oh.
Oh, I do a lot of alien hunting then.
So when I do the roll on my item, and I'm making sure it doesn't explode, right?
Mhm.
And if it's still one of the lower 2, do I add that to that? Do I pick that number as well? Or
Yeah, so you always use the lowest 2 numbers. That's always your roll.
Sweet.
Of all dice you roll, lowest 2. Doc,
Yeah.
you've been walking for a while.
Mhm.
It's getting dark. The sun has officially set. The moon is rising. It's been this is a bit of a strange thing because I originally had an idea of where this easier path was. So we're jumping ahead in time, 30 minutes or so.
Okay.
In the moonlight, you see the first part of this cliff that is doable. Not necessarily easy doable, but it's doable.
All right, he's gonna put the whiskey bottle away. He took a swig earlier to numb the pain from his hands from all that rope.
Oh yeah,
rope wrestling.
Mhm.
So he's gonna put that
died.
up. Yeah, he almost died just doing that.
It's better than almost
He's
dying
like-
looking at your feet.
He's like, I didn't want to tell no one, but I've always been terrible with rope. That's why lassoing. Nah, it was just embarrassing growing up trying to lasso things. I almost killed myself 3 times. But
You say out loud to no one.
But don't need to tell them about that. That'll just be embarrassed. But yeah, I can scale this cliff. Yeah, you got this, Doc. Thank you, Doc. Yeah, I'll go right ahead.
All right, yeah. Climbing. I mean, feels like muscle. I could give you Moxie.
Let's go with. Do I have any skills? No. Moxie. That is a 7, and I have a +1 in Moxie. So yes,
Perfect.
success.
Yep. You half slide, half climb down this drop here. And without too much difficulty, make it to the bottom.
See, no rope involved. See, life's better without especially metal rope. That kind of nonsense. He's still talking to himself.
Good.
And then, yeah, starts heading back.
All right, so you're gonna head back towards the way you came from, basically.
Right.
Okay. The rest of yous go back in time. Looking at this chicken seed, Bessie has eaten most of the seed that's left on the ground and is still pecking at it.
And instead of watching the chicken eat seed, Slim Jim's gonna be looking for tracks.
All right,
Kinda
yeah.
Thing.
Instead of
Because
looking for
definitely
tracks,
like there was a
Lester is
couple
gonna be
seconds where we're just watching it
videos.
pecking. The heck are we doing? And it's gonna like
And
backtrack to look for tracks and see if he can see any around the seeds or anything, you know.
Give me that Moxie.
yeah, likewise, I'm gonna see if I see any other hints of this alien, whatever potentially.
Yeah, give me I mean, I've kind of been doing perception of Moxie, which kind of feels lame. Give me Moxie again.
Makes sense though. Slim Jim rolled a 4.
Okay.
You might roll
Um,
my spectacles with that too, or no?
yes, you can use your spectacles with that.
And we'll do a Moxie.
Yes.
I think that's a -1. Oh, yes, I passed.
Okay, cool. So Slim Jim, you circle back, start examining for tracks, which the earth there, you do see those boot prints that he was talking about earlier, as well as 2 other pairs kind of going off. Looking through there, you see a underneath those kind of mixed in, you believe to have found some alien prints, those weird three-toed prints, whatever they could be. Looks like they're heading off in the direction that the chicken was heading off in, where you guys were also heading off in. And you will be able to follow those for quite a time.
Slim Jim will be starting to follow them.
Normal, as Slim Jim kind of heads off past you guys again, you notice the direction that he's walking. The alien spectacles, which you have set to notice these seeds, seed here, a seed there, seed there, the path that Slim Jim is walking in. There's like as if they've been falling out of pockets or something, just kind of scattered a little bit. Rawhide, Lester, the other 2 have started walking off. Your chicken, Bessie, is still pecking away at seeds.
Is the chicken glowing?
It is nighttime. You do see the slightest glow here, like just in the tips of the feathers.
Yeah, that's maybe enough. I think that Lester is going to start looking for seeds and just eating a bunch of them himself. Maybe following along with the guys.
Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah. Lester, give me a grit. For digestion here. So if you have a digestion skill, now's the time to use it.
This is my moment. My skills are literally punching and getting punched.
I just love the fact that while you were contemplating, your answer was, "Yeah, that's enough. I'm gonna eat it."
Well, I got a 4 with my
All right.
-2, so I succeed.
Yeah, 6.
Okay. Yeah, so as you are walking, following behind them, you see a normal is kind of like, there's a seed, there's a seed, and you always follow his finger and grab it. As you're going, after a while of you all moving on, Doc, you have reached the original drop-off point.
Mhm.
And it's pretty easy to see the tracks now. So many people have been walking through.
He's gonna go out and pull out his shotgun, make sure it's loaded, and be like, on the road again. You got this, Doc. Thank you, Doc.
And you start following as well. The moon is now you are halfway to high moon, we'll say. The moon is a quarter of the way up the sky. And Slim, you're the one leading. Give me one more Moxie. This is not tracking.
Great, Moxie.
One more Moxie. No track.
Ooh, that's not great. So I got a +1 to Moxie, but I just rolled an 11.
All right.
Ooh.
That is a failure. Mark that on your sheet. Slim, you're walking along, following these tracks. When they suddenly disappear and you were kind of stooped down a little bit to look at these. And as you come up, your head clunk, hits something you can't see. And you kind of reach up instinctively and you feel, now this one could be metal.
Definitely gonna knock on it. He's a knocker.
Yeah. Clunk, clunk, clunk. The other two, he's knocking on nothing and it's making a sound.
Definitely gonna look with my spectacles.
All right.
Not normal.
Give me that scientificism with your specs.
Nice.
These have got to break eventually.
I could have been using my alien time machine this whole time.
Yep, you're nervous. I get you.
I might make items breaking on a 5 or 6 just to get them out of rotation a bit.
What? You want my shotgun and whiskey to break?
I was gonna say, I ain't used
And
any
my
of items
machete?
yet.
4.
4.
So
Holy moly, there's a spaceship in front of you. You notice with your specs, little kind of like pilot lights flashing, invisible to the naked eye, but with your specs, you can see them. Yeah, it's probably a spaceship.
do I by chance see a door with the press here to open button?
No, because you still don't see the spaceship. You only see the lights that are the invisible lights that are attached to the invisible spaceship, which you would just recognize as regular flying lights.
Right.
Slim, how are you making that sound? Are you doing the ventriculism?
I don't even know what that is. And I don't think so. There's well, this one's metal. I mean, it don't look metal, but it sure as hell sounds metal.
See,
And he's gonna keep knocking in either direction. Like he's walking down and just keeps knocking to see if it changes sound.
Okay, you got a deep clunk, 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 clunk. Nothing.
Okay, well, it ended right there. And he's gonna go back to the part that sounded different and just like explore the surface. He's gonna feel up that spaceship.
Okay. At this point, Doc, you are now arriving on the scene. You start feeling up this potentially metal object. And eventually you find something kind of jutting out. So everything's kind of been smooth with maybe a line or two here. And you feel something kind of like just jutting out.
He's gonna yank on it. Like what is the shape of the object jutting out?
Rectangular. It's kind of a thin rectangle. Maybe half an inch wide, and then about 2 inches long. And it juts out about half an inch.
In that case, he's gonna try to like push it up first. And if that don't work, then he's gonna grab it and try to yank.
He pushes into it. There's a small part of the middle of this rectangle that kind of depresses in, and you hear a ding dong.
Jim, you're not supposed to make noise when you're playing charades.
What?
He's using ventriloquism.
No, I ain't.
Who's he tickling?
It's metal. You can hear it. He's gonna like, dong, dong, dong. Like, I ain't doing that noise.
That does sound metal. You're doing great.
What the? Where's my cross? We never need to stop praying. I'm here. Okay, I'm gonna keep my shotgun.
That's probably a good idea.
Normal to be a smart ass. He's like, I don't know. That don't look metal to me.
Well, at least it sounds metal.
Yeah, that is a pretty good point.
I mean, if it sounds like a duck, even if it don't look like a duck because you can't see the duck, it's still a duck.
I had a cousin that sounded like a duck.
Yeah, that could have been Lester's cousin.
He was.
I mean, I don't think your cousin felt like this.
Listen, only some people know how my cousin felt, and well.
Yeah, Lester, I'm one of them. I can tell you your cousin don't feel like this.
Was his cousin one of your bounties? Did you catch his cousin?
Well, I caught something, all right.
So, yeah. What'd you find over there? I lost track.
How was the doorbell resolved? Let's move on.
Oh yeah.
After enough yelling and banging on the metal, there's a smoke starts to appear out of thin air right above Slim Jim. And then there's a sound. Slim, give me a moxie check to dodge what is falling on top of you.
All right, I rolled a 5.
Hey, watch out.
Nice.
Is that a success? That's a success for you, right?
That is a success.
All right. Instinctively, your bounty hunter instincts kicking in. You jump out of the way. Out of nowhere, everyone's vision starts to waver and warble, and a large, truly huge, metallic flying saucer. I can't think of any other shapes to say. It's a flying saucer above you. A piece of the metal has fallen down to create sort of a ramp. And two wide-stanced creatures. They are blue in skin, and began kind of walking wide-shouldered, their hands at 90, or arms at 90-degree angles. Legs kind of spread apart, and 3 toes on each foot, walking down. And they just
goes up there quickly to like put my hand out to shake a hand.
give me a charm.
Can't think about that.
So
I mean, that makes complete sense.
No, that's not good. 11.
Oh, so that's a failure. Mark that down as a failure.
Yeah, well, I have a -2 as well, so
yeah,
I needed a 5.
They say Zorp, and they look at you with what you can assume is disgust.
Well, Zorp, to you too.
They're blue.
I didn't know you spoke alien, Lester.
I don't speak Mexican. Wait.
Well, you
alien.
just said something in Mexican.
I mean, I didn't understand it, so I assume that they understand it.
Oh, I just said Zorp.
Ah,
Oh,
Zorp,
Zor.
Zorp!
Zorp, Zorp.
Zor.
Zorp! One of them pulls out something that looks strangely like a 6-shooter.
Oh, he
I'm
means
also gonna pull
Zorp.
out. I'm gonna pull out something strangely like a 6-shooter as well.
Slim Jim pulls, like, he's been wearing a bandana. He pulls it off his head and quickly puts a rock in it. He's already like swinging above his head, like, oh, yeah.
Lester reaches in for a 6-shooter and pulls something rolled up out of the pocket of his overalls. And he kind of shakes it out and says, "There's my hat," and then puts it on.
They both squint their eyes, and then one of them sees Bessie, who is still pecking at the ground. And then he clocks Bessie and looks back and leans over to the other one and says, Deeblebop. Grumsh. He says, Flor.
Guys, I learned some more Mexican. Devil Bop French.
Oh, translate for us. Translate, Lester.
All right, so I think this fella over here is looking at
Mhm.
that and saying, that some fried chicken actually sounds real good.
I was thinking you was talking about lunch. I was thinking the same thing, but all right.
I'm gonna go on a wild.
Unfortunately, what he doesn't
Limb
know
here.
is that I would die for this chicken.
And see if potentially my spectacles might translate? Question mark.
That is not how your spectacles work.
I figured as much.
Yeah.
You didn't
know-
get the spectacles with the built-in earpiece? Shit, that's
Hey,
standard
you
issue
know-
there.
Merged. Yeah.
If the doctor can make his sonic screwdriver into sonic sunglasses, I can give it a shot too.
Well, maybe you should have gotten an alien sonic screwdriver then.
Maybe you should have been a doctor. I recommend it.
Well, you make good, fair enough.
The alien, the one that had clocked Bessie,
Mhm.
Has slowly been taking small steps to that side of the ramp, while the other one steps forward and says, Paramete, Grumsh? Huh?
Grumsh.
Grumsh. Zoran? Zoran da?
Hey, you.
Orin Grumsh.
I'm gonna start moving towards the chicken.
Zoran Grumsh.
Orin Grumsh.
Jim's like, y'all speak English? English?
English.
Yeah, English.
Yeah.
Sorprendente.
So that's no English.
Doc, the one next to the chicken, is now looking at you and like eyes darting back to the chicken and back to you.
I'm just
Doesn't
gonna
that
just
farmer's wife
walking.
speak
Yeah,
Mexican?
just walking to just next to the chicken, just being like next to it, holding the shotgun. Just like,
What is the other alien doing?
So one is walking sort of towards the group, into the group, and the other one is slowly inching like one step at a time towards the chicken.
mhm.
And is now stopped to regard Doc, who is standing in his way.
I'd like to roll insight.
I was kind of on the ramp, so I kind of want to, like, as they walk past, go into the ship. If
Yeah.
they are gonna be
Go for it.
distracted or whatever they're doing.
Yeah, so as you just start walking up towards the ramp, the friendly or the alien that's come forward
Mhm.
just kind of turns and watches you. While the one that's on the ramp still sees you do this, hops off the ramp, and then reaches over and hits something on his leather vest. And with you on the door starts coming up. Jumping in or jumping off?
Gorp, Grumsh,
Um,
Deep and Dop.
I'm jumping in. I'm jumping in.
Okay. Zorp.
Normal, don't. Well, he did.
He looks at you, Slim Jim, and says, "Go over, don't though. Ah, somebody told you me.
English, English, English.
Skinnamarink dinky dink, skinnamarink doo.
The one next to the chicken
Whiskey.
pulls out his gun and tries to shoot you, Doc. As soon as you say that, he says, "Zorp." Yeah. There's a flash of blue. I'll let you choose a stat to avoid this, provided you can tell me how.
I'm gonna go with grit because he was already like on the ready with his shotgun. So like he was ready for combat just in case. So then once he saw him like pulling for that gun, he was like getting ready.
Sure. Yeah.
Open
Give me
dodge.
a grit.
Ooh, that's a 9, and I have +2. That's it. Yes, 9.
Perfect. The shot goes off. You don't even move. It just you are
Come
too
on.
tough, too much grit.
I don't love you.
All right, give me that moxie with your gun. Or with shotgun. I'm gonna say shotgun could be muscle if you'd rather.
Ooh.
Whichever one's higher for you.
I'm gonna go with Moxie, and I'm using my item die for the shotgun.
Go for it.
So 1 on the shotgun, and then a 2 from the Moxie. So yeah,
Sweet.
success.
You shoot the alien. You're only like 5 feet away, so a shotgun's pretty effective.
Ooh.
Holes are now in its vest, but you notice that there's only a little bit of blood. Switching over to the other two.
Slim
Yeah.
Jim had his sling and is definitely
Yes.
going to try to sling at the one in front of him that he's
Okay.
been Englishing at.
Yeah, give me that moxie.
That'd be a 3.
That succeeds. You loose the rock from your sling, and it pelts him right in the head. You notice that what you assumed was just like a regular hat. You now discover as you hit through the hat, it's actually part of their head. As it bounces off, and he goes, "Oh!" and grabs his hat head shape.
That's nice.
Yeah, Lester, is there anything you would like to do?
I guess I'll just say, I guess we're scrapping then and punch the nearest alien.
That'll be muscle and your punching skill.
How does punching skill work again?
You just add a d6. Count towards your lowest.
Towards your lowest. Not bad. So 5.
5. Yeah.
-1.
You
Sorry, +1. So
Success.
success.
Yeah, so you had to roll an 8 or lower. Yes, you go low as the rock flies above you, hits him in the head, and you come in with an uppercut. The alien falls back onto the ground, pulls out 2 guns.
No chicken soup for you.
Uh,
Floor. Grumsh.
give me a charm.
This is how I die. Snake twos.
Okay.
So
Nick with glasses.
Take with glasses. Yep.
Nick with glasses.
Hey,
I,
you get your luck back.
I
So
think I succeed.
um
-1, so I need a 6, and I got
cool. You say, what was it? No Zorp.
Something grumsh.
Da Zorp Grumsh.
Please hold technical malfunctions.
What's up?
He's
There we
running
go.
through Google Translate.
Yeah, he said something does or grunch.
Yeah, he cocks his head a little bit, and then points both guns at Slim Jim now. Slim Jim, how you gonna dodge these blasts or not dodge these blasts?
That's the one right in front of me.
Yeah, what stats are you gonna roll to dodge these?
I think Moxie is dodging. How quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, Moxie.
Yeah.
Okay, give me 2 Moxies.
Let's see. Would you let me try to hit him again so as to get him to shoot off center? Or is this you got to dodge? Because we're not like initiative, but
Yeah,
what's the flow?
yeah, both these, he's fired. Both of these blasts have gone off while he's aiming at you.
Okay, so I'm dodging. I'm not.
Yeah.
I rolled 12.
That was the first one. That's a failure on the first one. Go ahead and roll the second one.
Okay. I rolled a 7. And I have a +1 to Moxie.
Sweet. So the first one shoots you. It's gonna hit your bandana. A hole about a marble sized hole shoots straight through your bandana. It's not destroyed. You can still use it. The other one goes way off center. And he says, Zabaldor, consider. And the other one says,
You son of a Mexican.
normal. You're inside of a fully stock, like from what you can tell, no upgrades have been made to this ship. Fully stock SC-1274D. It is a
Just like my home.
cruiser style spaceship, rated at about 0.9 C, would be what the humans will eventually call it whenever they get back to making algebra again. It goes about 90% the speed of light, or 80% the speed of light. It's not that bad.
Nice. Does it have any sort of protection like shield or guns or anything attached to it?
No, the cruiser ships do have some protective shields against space pirates and other various asteroids, space debris, things that don't apply to this game. So there are some basic shields, no weapons, and the lights are flickering. The battery might be low.
Well, guess I'm not gonna take it to go fly to my home world. I guess I'll try to run to see if they potentially have an armory that I could come and help with this fight if need be.
Okay, yeah. Give me a scientificism. Specs won't work for this.
Sounds good. Man. Man. 12.
Okay, that's a failure. How many failures are you at?
That will put me, that is my 3rd failure.
Okay. You run through, you don't find an armory. You do find a a door. You checked several doors. It's just been kind of empty rooms. You found the sleeping quarters for one. And this last door, you hit the open button, and it kind of barely opens. And you see about 150 chickens, all glowing in this room.
Oh, this is the power source. This is how they plan on leaving.
Look at that scientificism.
And because you are aware with this kind, you know that they are one chicken away.
Okay. Okay. With that, I'm gonna try to rush back to see if I like a control center to maybe open the door again.
Okay, that'll be another roll.
Yeah, I'm getting nervous on those now. I'm getting close. Okay. 2 3s. So I pass.
Okay. You're looking for the control center, you said?
Yep.
Yeah, you run, and you're able to find the control center. It's up on the top. There's kind of a glass, dome above you.
Mhm. And my intent is to open the door and then run out there with my 6-shooter.
Okay, yeah.
If
You hit the
possible.
necessary buttons. All you outside. The door starts to open up again. Doc, the alien next to you, goes straight for the chicken. He's going to roll for wrestling. And he succeeds. So he has the chicken in his hands right now. He is next to you.
I am. I'm gonna grab my machete and be like, whoosh. Then he's just gonna hold it up to him like, I said, skin him a rinky dink, skin him a rinky do. I'm going to. I'm trying to warn him to put it down.
Charm.
I would not have said that if I were you.
Show me your charm.
All right, and I do have intimidating as one of my skills.
All right, perfect. Use that skill and the item as well.
Thank you.
4d6.
All right, charm is a +0, so I need 7. The item is good, doesn't break, and that's a 5.
Okay. Yeah, you say that string of vulgar profanity yet again. And he just kind of slowly raises his hand, holding the chicken, and lets go, and the chicken goes and starts to
That's
glide
right.
away.
Get on, Bessie.
While Slim Jim's gonna see the door like start to open or whatever, and he knows that something's about to come down. So he wants to try to shove the alien in front of him under the door,
Oh,
under the metal thing.
Okay.
He's mad about his bandana. His mama gave him that bandana.
Shoving, give me a muscle.
All right.
Don't get him, Jim.
That's shoving is one of your skills.
I rolled a 9, but I got a +2, so 9.
Oh, you're
Success.
muscly boy. Yeah, you push this alien under the door. As you have seen before, it starts to come down and just suddenly slams down right onto this guy's head. His body's twitching. But
Yep.
that's it.
Slim definitely leans down. My mama gave me that bandana.
Lester, anything you would like to do?
So we're still fighting. We have a
Doc.
surrounded one, and
Yeah, Doc has an alien knife point. The other one is dead. And you can hear the footsteps, more footsteps coming from the ship as Normal is running through.
all right. So I hope we've all learned our lesson here today. No more chicken.
Zeeble, and he looks at you, kind of gives you an up and down, and then says, and looks at Doc and says, "Scrinkle dinkle do." Hits another button. See if that's a 6. Not a 6. He vanishes and reappears behind Lester. Lester, give me a muscle.
Muscle is +1. I rolled an 8. Seven.
He
Yeah.
tries to grab you. He does have a gun to your head, but he's not able to hold on to you. And he's saying, "Grab a stag, and like pointing back with the gun at you, Lester. And you all notice at
grab a
this point.
snag.
You all notice at this point that Lester's cuticles are glowing. He says, "Skränkte sig." Skränkte sig. He like motioning towards Lester and the ship. Scrammy day.
I think he's trying to take Lester for a ride.
All right. So, serious question: have you got any whiskey in there?
Whiskey. He pulls out a flask.
That's the good stuff too, man. They aren't just chicken thieves, but they are also connoisseurs.
Fellers, I think I'm going to Strange New Worlds.
Normal. You walk in at this point.
So I felt the smush, I'm assuming. And then
Yeah,
I
as
see
you're
the
walking
knife
down the
point one.
ramp, it does have a little bit of a as you walk down.
So Normal just came out, started blasting. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna shoot the alien with the space 6 shooter question mark.
Okay. Give me a Moxie.
And then I also, instead of high nooning, I put high mooning. I don't know if that will help with me in this scenario. I
You
was
look up
vague.
into the sky. It's high moon.
I
that-
did it as a joke.
So
So, like,
2d6 plus your high moon in skill and your 6 shooters, 4d6.
oh my goodness.
It's high moon.
Moon.
This part is it's still not good. The first 2 is on them.
Usually
Well,
the
actually-
lower 2. The lowest
Yeah,
2.
yeah, that's what I just So it's 6. So
Yeah.
Okay. You shoot him. You shoot the gun straight out of his hand. And he turns around quickly, says, "High moon." And he lowers one hand down to his holster where he has his second gun.
He going for another. Block off his escape route.
Now, hold on, you two. Normal. You ain't got to shoot my new drinking buddy.
Lester, be quiet.
you don't know what I just saw. You don't know what I just saw in this shit. Okay, I got a plan. We need these guys out of here.
Wait, I can't be friends with a Mexican.
The alien says, "Racist."
That's right.
We need them out of the picture. I can save the chickens.
I'm rushing to try to wrestle him.
Wait,
Okay,
there's other chickens?
No, not the chicken. The alien.
I was responding to what Normal
Oh, yeah, right. Sorry.
So he's currently standing squaring off with Normal, who's still holding his gun, and his hand slowly reaches down and is hovering. Doc, make a muscle.
If I had another item, would I be able to use that as well?
Yeah, if you can convince me.
I have a alien wrist rocket. as well.
Okay.
Uh,
Glad you picked that
it's-
one.
so if I saw him going for the other pistol, I think I would try to blast.
Okay. And say he wasn't like reaching for it real quick. It's a
He was-
slow.
He was doing the.
Doc, did you succeed on your muscle?
Oh no, that was a 10.
Okay, that's your fourth failure.
Yeah.
I should have made it 3 and you're dead. 3 strikes, you're out. You know.
I'm good.
Normal. You're rolling. You're using your wrist rocket.
I think so. I think
Do
so.
it. Do it.
Okay.
It's high moon.
It's high.
This
moon.
is gonna be. This is a true high moon. As soon as he sees you go for your wrist rocket, which he knows what it is, he
yeah.
will try to shoot you as well. So this will be a roll off. You're both
Yeah.
rolling for high moon, which of course he has as a skill.
Okay.
Ooh.
So you're rolling 46. He's also rolling 46. Take the 2 lowest. If you both fail, that would be hilarious. But
I'm gonna
Okay,
do it in
it's-
slow
it's
motion,
looking good.
and you're all are-
Now, remember, I'm rolling on roll 20 here, so that's all
Yep.
I've seen. So I
Oh, roll
rolled
20.
a 3.
Oh, nice.
he rolled a 4.
Oh,
You win. He quickly reaches for his gun to shoot before a mini like all you guys see is him is normal. Quickly hit his wrist and aim it up, and a puff of smoke followed by a stream of smoke, and then the alien's head just explodes. And he's there, and his body kind of teeters before falling backwards.
yeah. Doc didn't have any idea what was going on, so he went there to like grab him as he exploded, and then he just tackles the torso. The rest of the body-
Yes.
Oh my! Oh man! Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do all that. Now,
It
I didn't
tackled
know.
him so hard his head exploded.
I didn't know they were sensitive to touch. I don't. Okay. Oh
right.
man.
All right, guys. There's more chickens. I can fix them. Let's grab this one real quick. Lester, go grab him real quick.
You can fix what? What's wrong
I
with the
can fix the
chickens?
chickens.
What's wrong with the chickens?
What makes you think the
The-
chickens
the-
want fixing?
Trust me, they do. Lester, grab it.
They'll say we could take them on the road. Glowing chickens, quarter a pop.
We
So-
could. Yeah.
Wait, how many glowing chickens we got now?
Actually, let's check out these glowing chickens.
This guys, there's not a lot of time. Please grab the last one.
Come on, Bessie. Let's check out your cousins.
So, you guys are grabbing Bessie and then going into the ship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to convince. It's like this might be dangerous. I think just me and Lester need to try this, and then you guys come in after we get it fixed.
What are you going on about?
It's hard to explain. It's this alien stuff.
What do you know about alien stuff? I mean, normal
what do you
may be a
think I'm
Mexican
doing while I
name,
was
but
in
you
this
don't
ship?
look Mexican.
Complexion's all wrong.
My name is normal. It is a normal day.
No,
so
it ain't a normal name. It's an uncommon. We've already been through
We went
this.
through
So
this.
who all is
Lester,
going into
please
the
grab
alien
Betsy.
ship?
I'm
Yeah.
going to the alien
Doc.
ship.
Doc's going in.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Slim Jim's gonna try it. He wants a glowing chicken, damn it.
Slim's in.
Whatever. Get the chicken.
I got the chicken.
So normal leads you all to a room that has 150-ish glowing chickens in it.
Boys, we're rich.
We're
Hey,
chicken
this-
rich.
This is it.
Yeah.
You don't have to bounty
Okay.
hunt no more. I don't need to fix people no more. Lester can drink as much as he
Let's look.
wants. Normal.
By the
can-
way, how
chicken
does the
here.
alien whiskey taste?
Oh, I forgot.
Or is it just
Um, Yeah, give me a grit.
Does it look like a galaxy in a flask?
Yes.
succeed?
Um.
Question mark?
Yeah. It's surprisingly smooth. It's strong. It's real strong, but it's real smooth.
It tastes like some of that expired stuff.
Yeah, SA has been aged at least 12 years, like the bartender was saying.
There's a cabinet with more of it over there, Lester. Doc, put the chicken in here.
Bessie? I'm not gonna. Bessie's not. What? We're not gonna lock up Bessie. This is Tom's. This is Tom's chicken.
All right.
Right. And we're here to fix the chickens, right? We got to bring the chicken back to Tom.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Let's
Lester is
not
put
going
it
to
in this
scoop up
room.
Bessie and be like,
Out
all
of my
y'all
hands?
bickering here, and it ain't even up to you. We need to ask Bessie if she wants to make any new friends. You're all presuming.
All right. You can ask Bessie.
Bessie, you want to go over there with them other chickens? And he'll set Bessie down.
Give me scientificism, Lester.
Well,
Oh,
they're
boy.
distracted. Who's definitely going to try to steal one of the
Yeah, I
others.
rolled a 3.
Nice.
Bessie wants to be in with the other chickens. Also, Lester, looking into Bessie's eyes, you can kind of understand the appeal of being in with the other chickens.
You know what? You're right. It does look like a nice place to be. If only I had a blanket smeared.
Lester, what do you think?
Lester is not thinking. He is currently dragging the whiskey cabinet into the chicken pen.
As he's pulling this cabinet in.
I regret asking.
Lester, as soon as you cross the threshold into the energy room, your body is racked with not pain, but it's an odd feeling as the ship shivers and you hear Sabaldor. Das Tree, das Klar, das Froh. As you feel heavier, as if everything's moving up.
Oh, skin American dinky ding.
Watch your language.
And that is the last anybody ever saw of Doc McLaren, normal human, Slim Jim the Stoner, Rawhide Lester, and Bessie.
I love the idea though, because now you canonically said there's space pirates. So now Slim Jim is a bounty hunter for the
In space.
galaxy.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
oh no! I'm seeing the whole. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, like
I
the
was-
title sequence. Everybody, Slim Jim's to Doc McClare, Rawhide.
No,
Lester. No,
Everything was lighting up. No, guys, stopping me from going my phone.
I know, right?
Yeah. For the past like 9 minutes, I've just been waiting for Lester to walk into the battery room to complete the charge.
Mhm.
That's perfect.
But yeah, I was like, Doc would have no reason to just let you two investigate by himself. They're here on a mission. He can't be taking Bessie. Tom needs to get Bessie back.
So yeah, that was the first ever game of Cowpokes versus Aliens. I have a few notes for myself in that either one, find a way to make people roll more. 2, lower the number of luck points to 3. Or 3, both.
So you want people to die.
Yeah, I was thinking a high danger, high character turnover kind of thing. But I'm thinking, I don't know. How do you guys feel? If it was high turnover, how would that affect you, do you think?
I mean, I had
I
like
feel
4
like-
characters ready, so
Oh, perfect.
I was
I
waiting
feel like
for
if
it.
we stayed longer at that cliff, me and CJ both were gonna die.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah. That was nice when everyone was failing over and over again. That was good.
Well, I stopped doing things when I saw that I could die from like looking at seeds. So
Yes. Eye strain is a real thing,
Real danger in
especially-
the West.
especially when you use muscle to see.
I don't know. I
Oh.
really love the fact that I did a joke skill and I ended up got to use it. Like I did High Moon and just like, because I was like, alien, let's do the opposite of it. Like, I don't know that I was so pumped that I got to use my high mooning skill. So
Just
Um,
over here
no, it
going,
was
that
super
means
fun.
something different somewhere else.
Oh yeah, you can high moon in broad daylight if you wish.
Oh, yeah, that's where I was going when you said high moon. And I was like, I guess you could do that. I
I
don't
don't
see
know.
why help.
It kind of felt too risky and not too risky at this. Like it came to the point where like what Andrew was saying, like, I don't know if I want to try this because I will die.
Mhm.
But having the items definitely made it where I failed once having the opponent, but like I felt very confident in those skills, but then to the point where I was like, I don't know if I even want to try on the others though. I will say I had a blast. This was awesome.
Well,
So
good.
This one.
Yeah, I have two things. Well, one, if I knew that the point was that we were like to have multiple characters and to die, then I would have played a little differently. I was
Had
like
to,
trying
It's
to
fair. It's fair.
avoid doing things. So I was like, well, I'll just die. Um,
Yeah.
But for the stats, because of like some of the like overlapping confusion with the skills, I was thinking possibly for grit, or just going down to just three skills, three stats total. I mean,
Mhm.
grit, moxie, and scientificism, and then just dividing different things between those three. As far as stat balance, you would just go with the one you're good at +2, the one you're average at 0, and the one you're bad at -1.
That would be interesting. Yeah, cut it to so Moxie could be charm and
Yeah,
quickness. Yeah, okay.
basically dexterity and wisdom would be in moxie. Grit would be strength and constitution. Intelligence stuff would be scientificism. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess one of my notes is kind of the opposite of that. I think we need like more specificity,
Hmm.
like especially if you want more lethality, like, and you kind of do this when you DM for D&D too, but like giving the option of the skill to choose, I feel like you don't need to do that.
Yeah.
And like especially
Yeah.
if it kind of makes
Mhm.
like, because the skills are stripped down, streamlined anyway, right? It kind of makes it mean a lot less when you might not have to use your bad skill, or you can talk your way out of it.
I
Like,
mean,
I
yeah.
see why to do it in certain situations, but I feel
Oh,
like
that's a good point. I didn't
playing
think of that.
more strict with those, since it is so simple too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can see. Yeah, I am the law. I do need to act more like the law.
You're
I'm
the
not
big
your
sheriff.
friend. I'm the big sheriff. That makes sense.
will-
Yeah.
I will say making the luck roll be their only 3 would make a lot more sense. Because I
Mhm.
think that would have killed at least 3 of us. Everyone have at least
Yeah.
3 except me.
I got down to 1. So yeah, I would have been
Yeah,
dead. a
I
while
was
So
ago.
that
down
had
to
killed
2.
all
So
3 of
me-
them. And I will say, like, I use my tracking skill, so I was rolling 3d6 every time.
Mhm.
And just like statistically speaking, I only failed twice. And I think actually both of those times were when I couldn't use I just had a straight moxie check.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So my chances, if I'm using a skill of failing, were very, very slim. So making it so that, if you're not going to have a ton of failures, when you
Okay.
do fail, it matters more.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And
Good
I am kind of
notes.
curious how we would have handled turnover like within a game of this length. Like if one of us had died, you're
Where
just
would the
gonna
other
have
one
another
come in?
person just show up.
That was so back to that page. It says person who dies. So the offending player can now make a new character and find a way to jump back in. The one of the main focuses on this game is not taking anything seriously. And so for a quick one, you know, if it's towards the end of the game and you really got to get back in quick, the character's twin brother showing up, you know, that would be fine.
I had the idea of one of my characters was going to be a miner, like a crazy bucktooth miner.
Mhm.
And so, like, if Jim had died, I 100% was like, someone is just going to pop their head out of a hole in the ground and be like, what? You got one up here.
Yeah,
That's
exactly. Yeah.
awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Or, you know, if
Towards
someone
the
died
end there.
in the canyon, I mean, plenty of people hang out in canyons, right? For various
Jim's
reasons.
bounties. Yep.
If we died at the
Yeah.
very end, we could have been captured on the ship that escaped or something like that. You know,
I was if I was going to do a second character, my character was going to be Tom's wife.
Yes,
Showing
yes.
up.
Like at the top of the character sheet, it was just going to say Tom's wife.
Yeah.
No name, just Tom's wife.
Yeah, he's over there with Tom's wife.
But yeah, I see that. That's funny. I can see that. The silly intro.
I don't know. I was laughing pretty much 90% of the game. So like the role play,
Yeah.
you guys are cracking me up.
Oh yeah, those fun times.
Pretty much any time Andrew talked, it was hilarious.
Right list.
I do think I might make the items easier to break.
Mhm.
Nobody's rolling sixes.
No.
I rolled sixes, but not on the item.
But yeah, not on the
fortunately.
item.
So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
I definitely rolled sixes.
Maybe
Well,
5,
with
6,
you-
or if I really want to get crazy, 4, 5, 6. But I feel like that's a bit harsh.
Sounds harsh.
You could
That's
have,
a 50-50 shot if it's a 4, 5, 6. Whew.
I
That's
brought
all
my
right.
favorite.
you could rule against like picking your die. Like if you roll any 6.
Mm.
That would be interesting. Yeah. Then people don't have
definitely
to have a
have stuff
special
break.
die. Yeah.
Mm.
Then it gets increasingly more likely to break something the better you are at it though.
Well, and
If
it's
it-
more likely to
if it
die.
was
Because then
any-
you
if it
use
was-
a skill and an item together, and that increases your chances of the item breaking.
Yeah, if it was any 6, I definitely would have lost my spectacles a few times. So,
Oh, yeah, my machete would have broke, ironically. Well, I mean, not even attack him, all intimidated. It just broke.
The blade just falls off the handle. I mean, that's the only way to do that.
Yeah. Like, well, I never use it, so you know.
Okay.
I will say, if you up the probability of items breaking, it'd be fun to up either the amount of items we can have or the amount of like opportunities to gain new items.
right.
That makes sense. Yeah, yeah.
I feel like I gained a ton of items. I got a chicken. I got a
Flask.
flask. I got 2 flasks actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true.
Alien and
Because if we did do it that way and we're consistently getting different items, what we're better at will change frequently.
Yeah. And I mean, I think more items would be fun because like I used one thing. That was pretty much it. Like I didn't have an opportunity to use my lasso for anything. I'm sure I could have figured out something, but like if I had more variety of things, I might have had more opportunity to use them and therefore also break them, which would have led to funny shenanigans.
okay, yeah.
I'm still talking like this, and I gotta stop before I
It's
go
it's
to work
hard.
tomorrow.
It's real.
I mean,
hard.
we're still recording, so I mean, it's fair.
Oh, fair point. Slim Jim ain't dead, so you
No.
know.
Nobody.
now we got to think of a name for our pirate crew, our space pirate crew.
How long will it take the crew to eat all 150 chickens? Because that's
2
unless
days
you can find
tops.
the cookery place. I mean,
Yeah,
Is
it's-
there fry oil? Is there bacon grease?
Does my
probably.
alien body need more or less or the same food as the other guys?
Rawhide was
clear.
just gonna keep eating the seeds. So
And if we eaten the chickens, does that mean that the ship will die?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
yeah, as soon as we eat one of the chickens,
That's how they died.
I just love like just blowed up that alien's head, and then we're all just like, Doc squished him too hard.
honestly though,
No
if
one
there's a
questioned it at
rooster-
all. Yes, true.
If there's some roosters, it might be a sustainable model. Okay, so can we make the 2-page role-playing game about the accidental cowboy space pirate crew?
I think it needs to be
Exploring
done.
space.
I mean,
Oh,
We-
just modify lasers and feelings.
lasers and
It's literally it's made for this sort of thing. It's like
Lasers
Star
and
Trek,
feelings.
Track. It's a 1-page RPG as well.
Uh-huh.
I think it's actually a 2d6 system. I could be wrong on that one. It's been a minute.
lasers and feelings.
But like you have 3 different d6 tables. You roll to find out what planet you're landing on. And so like 1d6 is the type of terrain, the other one's like the type of enemies you're going to encounter. Shoot, I don't remember it perfectly. But like it would actually fit.
That's pretty funny.
well, I've got to go.
Well,
But-
it's only 10 o'clock. Just kidding.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock.
When's our? Are we playing next week?
We don't have anything planned for next week, I don't believe. Let me double check.
Round 2 of this, right?
Do, do,
We're
no.
playing cowpokes and extraterrestrials.
Next week is empty.
Yes, I don't have anything next week. I am available next week.
Yeah, our next
on- Let's see. I have Monday and Thursday.
Well, does the big sheriff want to do round 2?
I mean, I do need more play tests, so
I mean, I'm just saying I'm down. I had a lot of fun.
Monday or Thursday next week. She doesn't care.
Oh, thanks, Katie. We love you.
Everyone says thank you and that they love you. Well, not everybody, just CJ.
Thursday's better for me, but I can make either work.
How does Thursday sound for everybody else? I know CJ's good.
I can do
We've been
Thursday.
doing a lot of Mondays, and I've been letting my wife do a lot of that instead of me. So I would very much prefer Thursday this time.
I
Okay.
honestly don't know. I think I'm probably in band on Thursday.
Okay. Well,
Not this
But well, then again, it's probably not even going to be a late rehearsal because they have the Danny Goki thing on Friday.
Ooh, there might not even be one.
There might not even be rehearsal.
so Thursday it is then.
Let's write down Thursday.
The
Yep.
8th.
Thursday the 8th. What happened? Oh, I had a tab of meth capital of the US open and I was in between session stuff.
That was
or
a
part, yeah.
All right.
sweet.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for playing.
Yeah, man.
Version 2, I'll have a new 1-page set up to reflect our notes and we'll see how that goes.
Sounds like
Yeah.
a plan.
All right. Thanks, guys. I love you all.
Thank you, brother.
See ya. I love you.
And meeting